Yeah. Let's rock a fourth call. It's enemy. He's a paranoid. There's a man selling lies and his name is Dirt. He's a liar and a scammer. He's just the worst. Human conspiracy says Earth is flat, while it's not believed your data. What's up with that? Dirt money flooding in real fast. Gotta keep grifting, talks out of his ass. Truth don't matter if the app cash flows. Another day, another sucker, man, that's how it goes. Download my app, yeah, he swears it's great, but it leaks like a scythe. Check your doors and gates, selling snake oil wisdom and shitty memes. But if you question him, he's running from the scene. Oh, to feed money on a bit of lies. Jury called him out, so he just cut ties. He's cool if the world knows where you live. He don't care about you, zero fucks to give. He's got his mouth all twisted, claims NASA's fake, but showing real physics, hey, he's the brakes. Don't ask for facts, don't check his math. Just give him your wallet, buy me walk this back. He says, trust me, bro, my app is fine, but there's unhashed passwords, damn, what a find. He ain't sharing secrets, all his burp is lame. A con man, douchebag, just playing the game. Oh, dirty money built on fear and doubt. He's just selling you nonsense and cashing out. Truth don't matter, don't ask him why. Flat Earth's just a business, he's milking the lie. Flat Earth app, though it uses the globe. Seriously, don't download it, but if you already did, data is already leaked. Get a refund and leave that shit. What the fuck, damn? Pull it. Don't download Earth's app, don't believe a word he says. Earth is a scammer. Brother Dave is a grifter. He's lying to you, screw this guy. Hope he gets soon into oblivion to sucks. Fuck you, Derek, and fuck your app. Data looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting, asshole.
What is up, people? Welcome along to, I still haven't named this place. We're going to go with DP Dome for now until we come up with something better. First of all, hi, it's Monday morning. I should be working, but it's a public holiday here in the magical land of Oz. So I don't have to work and I get to talk to you lot. Plus, I get to check, most importantly, that I've set my microphone up correctly, that it's not using the shitty webcam microphone up here and that it's using this one, which should be better. So hopefully everything sounds all right. Let me know if it does and lie to me if it doesn't. That's all I ask. Welcome to the second stream here on the channel. We did one, well, I did one last night. It was morning in the UK and it was like August in the US or something. I don't know. Times are confusing. But it all went well, except for the mic issue. It sounded like I tried to say bollocks in the description and it didn't like that, apparently. It's controversial keyword. We've all learned that today. So pants is what I've gone with. What do you mean you can't hear anything? Don't me, Emma. Ugh. Emma's messing with me. I don't appreciate it. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Ah. And the delay doesn't help because YouTube's delay. It's stupid. I've got it on like low latency, which apparently is still lesser. Oh, Emma. Oh, you trickster. Oh, you little rascal. You're dead to me. Anyway, hopefully the microphone sounds a bit healthier and doesn't sound like I live inside a can of beer, which I do, but I don't want it to sound that way. So that's cool. Let's change screens and get you lovely people up on the screen because that's what we're all here for. Ta-da! Look at that stuff moves. And don't forget, coming up, I hear a rumor, thanks to the lovely and talented Mike from the Drunk Debunk show, that Tuesday could be the day that the Top Left 2025 voting videos get released into the wild for your viewing pleasure. So once that happens, remember, A, get your ass over to the King Nico video because yours truly is the captain for Team Nico, the best team, obviously. So you've got to go and watch the video. You've got to hit the like button. So one view is worth one vote, democracy. Because democracy doesn't work, one like on the video is worth 10 votes. So the way maths works is the more likes and views the video gets, the more votes it has at the end of the day. You see correlation. So if one vote is worth 10 votes, then 2 votes is worth 20. 2 likes is worth 20. You get, words is hard. Anyway, that's the point. So you go and watch it, you hit the like button, and then you bugger off, set up a new email address, create a new account, rinse and repeat until your fingertips bleed. That's the plan. Okay. So, and the good news is once you've set up all those accounts, there's a button on YouTube. You can just switch accounts and just cycle through them. It would be really cool. And that'll be handy if we ever go and troll Dearth and ask about his app in a stream. I hope you enjoyed the song. Dirty Money is what it's called. It's a little pun, a little play on words for dirty money. I'm not overly happy with the levels of it or anything, but for something that AI spat out for me, I think it came up a treat. Let's check out who is here in the chat. We've got Emma, of course, because she's a trickster. Rubik's is here, fresh from her con experience. I hope you had a marvelous time. The pics have been epic and I've been following along. Icy Spinny's here. Welcome along. Jay Gill. CK. Hi, CK. Bobby T. Heaps better than Bobby S. Not quite as good as Bobby R, but he's working on it. Big Fish. Hello, Big Fish. Charlie Welch. Good to see you. To see you good. Downvotes are double. I don't believe so, but hey, it could help. Why the hell not? They did specify likes though, and I think the down thumbs are dislikes, unless they're extra likes. I'm not sure. We can all ask Toon about that when he puts it up. Charles Arnold is in, who is a plant from the Drunk Debunk show. He's been hassling me for months now about the voting videos. Little does he know that when those videos come out and he sets eyes on the King Nico video, I hope you're hungry, Charles Arnold, because you are going to eat every single word. It's a good video. And that is an understatement. We do say weird words. We absolutely do. Like recalcitrant. Do I look recalcitrant to you? Recalcitrant. Ah, dear oh dear. You are Victoria is in. I am not Victoria, but you are Victoria, and I respect that. No judgment here. You do you. We're all individuals. We're all fighting our own battles, and I support you entirely. Chat is being dumb on my screen. It's not a reflection on any of you. Put it through an AI translator. You could, but all it's going to say is DP's awesome because I've trained them all. It's part of my NASA shield contract. Thongs in Australia are completely different. They're not completely different. We just have a couple of different variants. So we've got one that shows off your posterior attributes. And then we have another form of thong that for some reason shows off your toe-stereo attributes. But we're not going to talk about toes because I've had enough of it this week. Seriously. No, this is a toe-free zone. If you've got feet, keep them covered and don't put them in the chat. Toes, ass, both are okay. The only problem I see, Spin, is if you put the two together and then it's fucking weird. Thong is a sandal. Not quite, because it doesn't have the back support for the heel. So our version of a thong is what our United States friends would call a flip-flop, I guess. Which is a fun name, but a little weird. Yes, a flip-flop. Real Cygnus is in. Welcome along, Real Cygnus. And Foxworth Kerman is here. Greetings, folks. I said this last night at the end of the stream, but I do have to say, like, I've been in chats with most of you folks, at some point, if not all of you. And to see here in mine hanging out on a stream of mine is spinning me out. It's very, very cool. And I am a big fan of it. I know someone mentioned earlier too that I'm going up, where is it? Westside Girl React said, hey, just letting you know you're going against Gem Panda's Sunday Roast bi-weekly at this time. I will let you know, Westside Girl Reacts and everybody else, I am not familiar with Gem Panda's work or schedule, and in no way, shape, or form do I regard me as going up against them. Like, I'm not stealing anybody's audience. And it's not that I don't care that other people are streaming or anything else, but I'm in Australia. I have limited opportunities to do this because I work full time, because I've got today off. This works, and I'm conscious of later in the evening, my time, about 6:30, 7:30 p.m., which would be an ideal time for me to start. About 30% of the people who watch my stuff who live in the US aren't around or awake. So yeah, doing it at this time works better. Not meaning to step on anybody's toes, and I apologize if that's the case. But also, like, I'm a teeny tiny little Aussie creator. I'm not a threat, and if I am a threat, then I'll kick your ass. I won't. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to piss anybody off, is the point. I'm just doing my thing. So if everybody had to schedule everything around what everybody else is doing, no one would be able to do anything, because while we do communicate occasionally and we have stuff going on in the background, we don't actually live in each other's pockets. We don't have a big group chat with a schedule to figure out who's allowed to go when, because we all have lives. So yeah, unless I just haven't been invited to the group chat, which is entirely possible because, as we established last night, Karen from NASA HR sucks. She's the worst. I do live in the future. It is tomorrow where I am. You haven't missed anything. Nothing awesome has happened. Although Manchester United drew 1-1 with Arsenal, so they didn't lose. That was nice. We suck. What have I missed because I've been ranting? I do love a good rant. The Drunk Debunk Show is in, of course. Mike is here. The mic is here. It is great to see you, sir. I'm sorry you missed last night. Would have been cool to have you in. But you're here now, and that's all that matters. Icy Spin is going to make a note for the next time he tries to combine toes with us. I would make a note. I would erase that from your memory. The Aussies call sneakers trainers too. No, we generally just call them shoes or runners because they're running shoes. I just call them shoes because they're shoes. I'm not shoeist. I don't need to segregate them into individual categories, but they are, well, that's not true. There's like work shoes and going out shoes and just mess around shoes. Most of my shoes are just for stomping around. It's fine. Anyway. No taking the mickey out of Mikey. Agreed. All these peeps are awesome. Very much agree, sir. We have the best people in the world hanging around our stuff. It's brilliant. And it's a big reason why I'm doing what I do. It's musical Avenue Q. It's a cool thing. We've established I live in the future. CK is correct. Be sure to like the stream or not. Whatever. I was spinning out last night when I saw how many likes there were on when I wrapped up and how many viewers we had because I wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah, that's freaking me out. Rubik's is giving away Steam key, so if you want a free game, just hit up It's a Rubik's. Apparently she's feeling very charitable. Runners is better anyway. Yeah, fine. Right. So I've kicked off today with literally no plan at all. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know why I'm streaming other than I said last night I was going to do it because I had fun just farting around for a couple of hours. So I figured let's do that again and see if lightning strikes twice. It won't. But we're going to give it a red hot go. So bit of housekeeping. For anyone who missed it last night or who hasn't watched the stream replay, I did say in the stream last night the intent was just to take that thing down because it was a test stream and because the audio sucked balls, basically. But no, I'm going to leave it up. It's a nice historical document, I think, moving forward, that the first ever stream that, well, technically the second ever stream, because I accidentally hit the start streaming button while I was grabbing stream keys and everything else in the back end. Luckily, I'd set it to private, so none of you saw that, but it's basically just me sitting like this. Actually, hang on. It's me sitting like this. Getting everything set up and not paying attention at all. So it went for about 45 minutes without me saying a word, just staring off into space while I was messing around in OBS. So that was the first stream. That one won't see the light of day. The one from last night, I am just going to leave up because why the hell not? And we said some cool stuff, and I told the post gentleman from England thought process story and got into the hit list and stuff like that. So yeah, what the hell? It can just stay there for posterity. A lot of posterior type talk tonight. But I'm okay with it because, you know, posteriors are great. What else we got? Heard that NASA won't let you get enough to Antarctica to see Australia because Australia doesn't exist. Yeah. Like, I'm streaming from a hot air balloon right now. That's why I've got green screen background. If I took that away, you just see like flatness everywhere. Like, oh, shit, I keep saying the quiet part out loud. Patsy's off to bed, everybody. Everybody say goodnight to Cats. I would read you a story, sir, but the only stuff I've got on my desk in front of me, I can read you a raffle ticket from the Flurio Folk Festival 2024, which I attended. First prize was an Ibanez AAD 100 open port natural Grand Dreadnought acoustic from the Southern Music Centre at Christie's Beach, valued at 1,130 Australian dollars. That's about 6 cents US. It included an Extreme DLX heavy duty case and accessories. That was first prize today. Hopefully that will help you drift off to sleep peacefully and have sweet dreams, Monsieur Culture Cats. Thanks for swinging by. Also, I didn't win the raffle, so god damn it. Rubik's is 100% right, and I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. Earth is Earth-shaped. Checkmate, flat earthers and globers. Prove me wrong. Liked and subbed on 3 accounts. Thank you. Cheap day return. 7 more to go. An Ibanez. That's the Timu Ibanez. Or Ibanez. Oh my God. It's like yeah, if someone tells you they play guitar and they refer to Ibanez as Ibanez, they're lying and they're a douchebag. Same as anyone who pronounces Epiphone as Epiphany. It's Epiphone, not Epiphany. You need to have an epiphany that it's pronounced Epiphone. Don't get me started. Ironically, Fender, F-E-N-D-E-R, ironically, that is actually pronounced penis. It's weird, and not many people know that, but it's a completely untrue fact. I'm an idiot. Horizon rises to your horizontal eye zone. That's right. It's, oh, what does Potato Man call it? He's, I can't remember. He's got a stupid name, or had a stupid name for Horizon thing. Maybe we should watch a dirt presentation, or dirt presentation is what I've been calling him. No, let's not do that, because that guy. At some point when we stream, we will tear apart a dirt presentation. Dirt presentation. I can't even say it right. I invented the word and I can't say it. Crazy. I've got coffee in my Joker mug. See? A Joker. Yeah. Also a midnight toker, apparently. Okay. So, to-do list. One, what was I talking about? Karen in HR sucks. Yes. Yes, she does. I am currently awaiting the final step in the whole, like, hey, you're like real proper YouTuber process of getting reviewed. So they're going through all my content to see how terrible it is, and how low effort and subpar my work has become over the last 4 weeks. So no idea how long that takes. Some people it takes about a day. Some people it takes up to a month. Because it's me, let's assume 6 months. But that's very exciting, and that's all because of you people dropping likes on the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving comments and watching stuff. It's nuts. So again, thank you for that. Very exciting. Channel memberships will be on offer as soon as we can. Super chats will get turned on at some point, but not immediately, because I don't actually want your money. I mean, I do want your money, but I don't want to be overt about it. So we'll wait until later, and then I'll start grifting. I'm not going to be grifting. Also, as discussed last night, when channel memberships become available, whatever the minimum amount I can set it to is, that's what it'll be. We may have 2 tiers of membership. So initially there'll just be the one. When I introduce the second one, it's going to be a joke tier. Okay. So tier 1, I don't know what it'll be named. If you've got suggestions, let me know. That'll be like $1 or something. If it can go lower than that, it absolutely will, but I don't think it can because of exchange, right? But if I can get it to $1 or less, that's where it'll be. The second tier is going to be as expensive as humanly possible with absolutely no benefit at all. It won't give you anything extra. There won't be members only streams. There won't be one-on-one calls. I'm not going to fix your pipes. Not a euphemism, but it could be for the right price. That's not true. It won't do anything, and I don't want anyone to buy it. And when I say like expensive, whatever the maximum amount I can set it to, which is ridiculous, that's what it'll be. Only because that amuses me greatly. It will make me giggle to know it exists and should never ever be used. And anyone who does use it will get banned. It's not true. But yeah. Tier 169, tier 2 DP. It's not Friday night, Emma, and we're not on the Drunk Debunk show. Andy's not here. There are no ghosts. So no. But I appreciate the option. Let's call that plan B. Can be a backup. That's what she said. DP and ATM crew. No. This is what I'm talking about. Every now and then there'll be like a thread of conversation or something, and I seriously have regret about going with DP debunks or debunks. Everyone in America says debunks. I just say debunks. Always being threatened to be banned. I'll ban everybody, man. I'll ban all of you right now. And then I'll unban you. I'm a fickle, fickle person. West Side DP and ATM. No. But Clerks 2 was fun. Robbie Guitar is asking how it's going with Steve. I hope Steve is well. The last email I had from Steve was just letting me know that he received that he mentioned me in his latest video. I haven't watched it. And I won't, but I hope he's doing good. I hope he's doing better. And yeah, no issue at all. Can do what he do. I'm not going after him anymore. He's not on my hit list. His channel, his content, everything else is below the arbitrary bar I've set for myself in terms of what constitutes someone being fair game. That's what we can talk about. We can set like a framework for targets if anyone's up for that. Can always change the name. It's too late now. I've created images and branding and everything else. It is what it is. It's this forever now. That's it. DPD works. DP debunks works. I know what it means. If anybody else wants to be dirty, that's on you, not me. You can be as dirty as you want. Where do the less paid musicians live? Everywhere. Everywhere. Drink, have had, drunked. Yes. My response to that, Cygnus. Yes. CK, Mikey took off his rant stream, but he yelled at all his viewers yesterday to stop watching him and go get out the word for FE. Part of that is really good advice. All Mikey Smith viewers, stop watching him. That's where the statement needs to end. Just stop watching. I need to get the clip from The Simpsons. Just don't look. Just don't look. So when the small fry guys get mentioned around here, you just boop. Just don't look. I'll work on that. Come here, to-do list. Get over here. Just don't look. Aha. The other thing I'm thinking of, so while making the Dirty Money music video, I downloaded a shit ton of middle finger images. Flipping the bird. So what I'm thinking is from like the lower part of the screen down there somewhere, when people like Potato Man, Hitler DB, Catsoid and Co, all those get mentioned, I can just hit a button and flip them off automatically without having to actually do it because I don't want to burn energy on them. Mike is grilling on charcoal at the moment and sucks at it. Yep. So is that like over charcoal or is that actually on charcoal? Speaking of grilling, friend of mine, very good friend, builds drum smokers, like out of oil drums. Well, not out of oil drums because he custom makes them. He's up to, I think, series 3 or 4. Ugly Dan smokers is what you want to look for. We went on a camping trip. I just moved back to Adelaide about 3 years ago. And it's like an annual camping trip that we do in the Flinders Ranges. Beautiful spot out here. Also, a dark skies region, good for telescopes. But we couldn't get to Flinders that year because of rain and flooding, and the farmer wouldn't let us use his land, which is totally fine. So we wound up in a different spot at Wongullah, which is a free campsite. So it's privately owned land, and they make it available to anybody to camp there. Absolutely no charge, which is amazing. And it's a beautiful spot right on the Murray River here in South Australia. It's a really long way to tell this story. Anyway, so me and one of my best mates, we rock up there, and Dan has gotten there the night before. But Dan cooks barbecue like competitively because he builds these smokers. And we get there and he's brought one of his drum smokers, which is going with like wood chips and everything else. And he's got like a brisket on it, which we could smell as soon as we got out of the car. And it was amazing. But he's also taken like his tent setup for competitive barbecue. So it's not just a tent, it's got a bar, and the bar has like a solid wood bench top, 2 of them, 2 levels with like nooks for storing all the sauces and condiments and plates and blah, 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 and everything. We ate like kings for 4 days, and the brisket was, oh my God, it was so good. It just disintegrated. Apologies to any vegetarians or vegans here. But holy shit, it was so good. And then the next day, because smoker just kept going, we were cooking like bacon on it. Just any meat we had was getting thrown on the top of this smoker, and all of it was just amazing. Ugly Dan smokers, they're not cheap, but they are phenomenal. This is not a paid advertisement. I'm just telling you because it's great. And that might help you out, mate, with your grilling mission. Anyway, yeah, Emma's right. You shouldn't be sucking the charcoal. That's not how you do it. I'm not a chef, but I'm pretty sure that is accurate information. Thank you, Emma. Mike has a Mikey video coming out and maybe a second. Up to him. Yeah, and rightly so. Talked a little bit about Mikey last night, but, you know, doxing people is a dick move. That's not cool, and that does require correction. Foxworth Coleman doesn't have the patience for Charco. I hear it doesn't have the patience for you, sir. So you've obviously had some beef. Beef, get it? You and Charcoal have had beef. Okay, I don't need to impress you. Anyway, Charles Arnold, why are you picking on Mikey? Mikey's picking on our Mike. And he's a broken man, and that's fine. And he's stuck in Vegas and he's upset. And I get that. But you don't give out other people's phone numbers on the internet, regardless of the fact there was like zero impact. Like, Mikey's not all there, okay? And like, I'm not going to go after him on this channel at all. But I will say right here, right now, Mikey Smith, don't give out people's phone numbers. It's a dick move and it's not okay ever, because if someone did it to you, you'd be crying on a dirty pillow again. So don't do it, man. Ever again. There you go. Video to him. Basically, the recording of what he considered harassment. Yeah, which it absolutely wasn't. We are all Golga Frinchans. Tried grilling charcoal, strapped it on a chair under a bright light. No, it's a really tough question. Charcoal, who sent you? Who are you working for? Charcoal, you son of a bitch. Love it. The singing toe is disgusting. Caught me with it the other night where it flashed up for a couple of seconds and I'd literally do this, like, no. No. No, 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 no. Very uncool. Yeah. But he needs to take his medication. Can't even give out Trump's number? No. No, you can't. It's not cool. Ever. And honestly, so here's the thing. Occasionally, because of who I am, like, I just want to be honest and upfront, and be real about stuff. And I do want to be somewhat measured, because it's not my mission or intent at all to upset anybody or get anyone offside. And I'm not going to criticize people or judge them for how they go about their business. And in this, I'm talking about other debunking content creators, because you've all seen me. I'm in there. I watch their stuff. I enjoy the shit out of it. I support them when I'm able to, because they're all fantastic. And I wouldn't be sitting here doing this if it wasn't for all of them, because they were inspirational. It wasn't because I looked at what they do and thought that looks easy, I can do it. Not at all. I was kind of terrified to put out that first video, and everyone since. But talking about phone numbers. So Rubik's is asking if the number is publicly listed. To get that number, even if it's publicly listed, you've gone looking for it. Why would you do it? Like, I don't need to call Mark Sargent or Katzoid or anybody else. If their numbers are publicly listed, Mark Sargent's different because he's a dick and he does this little routine of someone calls him out or backs him into a corner and he does his like, well, here's my number, give me a call. And then you actually call it and he doesn't answer it. He pulls a death. Yeah, whether it's publicly listed or not, I don't believe anyone has the number publicly listed with the intent of, I would love for random people on the internet to call me anytime. That'd be great. That's my 2 cents. But I get a bit funny when like MC Toon or FTFE. FTFE doesn't really do it. Toon does, and it's fine. I get it. It's a bit, and it is funny. When he called Dearth the other night, I giggled because fuck that guy. When he called and got his daughter, we talked about this last night. Didn't like it, and I don't think Toon liked it either. I don't think he was entirely comfortable with that turn of events. And again, I know for a fact. I can't say I know for a fact. I assume that was not the intent because he told us all he was trying to call Dearth, and his daughter answered, "What the hell did you do?" That's not his fault. And like that was just awkward and weird, and I didn't like it. But I don't like it when they try to call Cece or anybody else on the phone. It's not my thing. I don't dig it. And I get that other people find it funny, and I get that they enjoy it, and that's absolutely fine. It's just my personal preference, and I can enjoy every other part of it. Just that doesn't sit right for me. That is all. You can absolutely give out the number to 911, but please don't encourage people like in Australia or the UK or outside the US to use it in an emergency because it doesn't work. It's a different number over here. We dial 000. Don't know why. Where we get up to? What have I missed? I think if someone took a video of me trying to get this charcoal lit, then it would win at least third place for top left. I mean, dude, that could be the ticket. It's not too late to modify the video if you need to. You can throw that in. And it does sound like the kind of class that would happen at the school for super smart people. I still haven't heard back about my pending admission application either. So if you've got any contacts at the school for super smart people, Mike, you let me know. That'd be great. Because, yeah. Yeah, CC and Mark Sargent, their number is on their website. With CC, I don't know why he'd do that. I assume it's just an oversight. He's never noticed. He's probably been told about it. Who cares? Mark Sargent does it because he's a douche. The Mark Sargent story. I'll tell that one in a minute. Why did Charcoal refuse to break up with the lighter fluid? Because it had too much chemistry. Did he hang up? Was what last night? Sorry, Megan, I'm not sure what you mean. I didn't call anybody because I won't. And Toon wasn't online. This is like weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago. This happened when he got his daughter. So he has numbers in his YouTube channel description. Yeah, that's fine. But to me, I'm like, I don't need to call him. Never spoke to the dude. Sergeant has it there as well, but Sergeant does it as a weak ass kind of flex for some reason. No one actually redirects to 000 in Australia. Just saying. Yeah, but in an emergency, do you really want to rely on Telstra or any... Telstra is like one of the major telcos here. Do you want to rely on those guys to redirect your call? Do you really want to wait the extra 3 seconds for that to happen and trust that they get it right? I worked for them once upon a time. I wouldn't. Just dial 000. Robbie's on the north side of the globe. The sun is going from left to right and it's night. A good night and good luck with the live stream. Thank you, Robbie. Doing great. Much appreciated. That's what I was waiting for, some positive reinforcement. The rest of you haven't given me any yet. What the... I'm kidding. All the content. Love it. Test stream was last night. Yes, my test stream was last night. Yes, yes, it was. I'm confused, Megan. You were there. You know this happened. Don't give the number to 911 in the UK to a very negative German. That is a very good point. Eric Dubay would much prefer emergency services in the UK. Does anyone live somewhere north of the South Pole? I don't even know how to get there. I asked for Catsoid and his head just exploded. Weird. Like literally, I was just like, dude, how do I get to the South? Like scanners. Crazy. Sometimes when I make noises like exploding noises, the mic doesn't pick it up because of the noise cancelling, but that's fine. Megan doesn't think I need reinforcement or encouragement because I seem like a natural streamer. That's an outrageous accusation. Don't be racist. As opposed to an unnatural streamer? Is that what you're saying? that, you know, we all look alike. I've got nothing. I'm just messing with you. Emma, hey, Jamin here. We can't help it. Negativity is in our genes. And you know what? That's okay, because you need something to balance out Canadians. So I guess we have that in the middle in France. Are they in the middle? Germany sort of, yeah. If you go the other way, which you can on a globe, but you can't on a flat earth. There's another one. Yeah, I guess the French and the English in between Canada and Germania kind of creates that balance. So, yeah, time zones, days are confusing. Oh my God. And made worse for me, Megan, by the fact that I'm not working today. So I've got a 4-day week. I go back to work tomorrow morning. But I've still got to cram 5 days worth of crap into those 4 days. So I'm going to spend the rest of the week feeling like it's Monday until I get to Friday, which is when I'll think it's Tuesday, and it's just going to be a complete and utter clusterfuck. It's at the South Pole. But how do you get there, Sharky? Where is it? It's just a ceremonial place, right? You just go 90 degrees south because it's in Antarctica. UK is 111 for non-emergencies. All right, hang on, because I've heard this before. So in the UK, you dial 999 if it's an emergency. Like, oh my God, someone's breaking in, and Will Duffy said I can't lie to them, so they're going to kill me. Or said he could lie to them, but Will Duffy's a liar, so I have to not lie to them because that would send me to hell, according to all flat earthers, even though Will, who is a pastor, made a very clear and wise case as to exceptions for that rule when it's a life or death situation, for example. Anyway, I've taken up too much of your time. I'm already dead. I should have been clearer with my emergency. Goodbye. Click. Let's try that again. You call 999 in an emergency because you've been hit by a car or someone. You probably not because you've been hit by a car. Somebody else would probably call then. Or you'll get emergencies, right? Like high level, big emergencies. Because I'm just struggling to come up with a valid premise for this bit. Fuck. So if it's a non-emergency is where I'm going and you dial 111, is that just when you're like, hey, I got nothing going on. What's up? You're just like, right, 111. You're like, well, that wouldn't work. It's fucking ruined. It's like, hey, 111? Yeah, how's it going? You know, I just wanted to call because I'm not having an emergency. Just checking in. Yep. Nope. Nothing bad happening at all. Everything's sweet. Yep. Nope. Nothing's broken. Nobody's attacking me. Nothing's exploding. There's nothing on fire. I am not feeling threatened or unsafe, even unhappy in any way, shape, or form. Yep. Thanks, 111. Cool. All right. I will call you tomorrow, as I do every day, because that's what it's for. When there's no emergency, I'm going to call you. Thanks, guys. Bye. 111. What a great initiative. Everybody should have a 111 line. Great having fun till they dial 911. Tell them to subscribe. Tell who to subscribe. Who isn't subscribed here? If you're not here, raise your hand. Because God damn it. You should absolutely subscribe to the channel. I'm at like, I don't even remember. Where are we at? My mouse doesn't want to work. I don't know. I think I'm at like 750 subscribers or something absolutely bonkers like that. Why have I got 2 chats open? That's from last night. I can close that one. You, go away. Last night's chat, still there on my screen. Yes, please subscribe to the channel. If we can hit 1,000 subscribers, that will take the total number of subscribers on the channel to 1,000. Maths. Yeah, it'd be awesome. I will sort out, I don't know how to sort out mods on the channel. So let me just play with some buttons here. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Boom, there's one. All right, I'm giving out some mod superpowers. If you don't have one, you need to make a case. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Nearly all of you are going to wind up as mods. Basically, preference is going to be given to folks who are like active modders on other channels because I've seen you do the things and you're not a dick about it. So let's do that. So that should be Icy Spin, Senior Cygnus. You can have a wrench. What else we got? Megan can have a wrench. Megan gets a wrench wholly and solely because she's like a foundation stream viewer. Like one of the first folks in. And CK, you get a wrench. And I'm not sure about you, Charles Arnold, because you are still pushing this nonsense narrative about being deserving of top left. So we might have to hold off for you until after the awards when I win. And when I win, I will give you an ironic wrench. Is that fair? Anybody else? Is that CK's first? How was that your first wrench, CK? Are you being serious? That's not right. All right. If you don't have a wrench and you think you should have one, yeah, Nico's in the chat. Look out. Greetings, sir. Greetings, King Nico. And he's backing himself for top left. If that isn't the most top left thing you've ever seen, I don't know what to tell you. But you heard it from the king himself. Vote Nico. Jay Gill doesn't know anything. I mean, that's my kind of mod, Jay. We will get there. Rubik's needs a wrench. Boom. Stanley Tools. Is that saying me as in a wrench? All right. Maybe I'll just mod everybody. I mean, Charles Arnold is just guaranteed that he's not getting a wrench with that nonsense right there. Everyone's just saying me. Yeah. Foxworth is going to vote now. You can't until the video's out. Good to have you in, Nico. Thanks for swinging by. I am going to start kicking off streams with what I've been saying when I go into everybody else's streams, which is greetings to all my fellow Globey demons and flat earth friends, because I want to make some flat earth friends. I do, because I don't want to argue or cause drama or BS with anybody. Like, we're disagreeing on stuff, totally fine, because, you know, flat earthers are wrong. But we can still talk like people. We can still get along, have a laugh. It's all good. Big Fish, I thought I gave you one. There we go. Fixed. All right. Basically, the plan is to just make sure that Charles is the only one in the chat. Because I'm a monster. See how I'm holding the mug, Charles? That's for you. I'm kidding. It was accidental, but I noticed it and it made me giggle. Flurpy friends. Yes! Flurpy, fluffy. Shit. This is just coffee. It's not alcoholic, but I can't say flurpy, fluffy friends. Oh, my mouth hurts. Illusion. You get a wrench. FPV is a foundational stream viewer. He was in the test stream. You get a wrench. Sharky, were you here last night? You were here last night. I remember. Wrench for you. Bada bada boom. Right, that'll do. I think that's enough mods for, I've got like 25 mods now, and we've got, I think 50 concurrent viewers. I think we've got it covered. It's like one viewer each. And basically you're going to have to start timing each other out if you want something to do. But don't do that, because then I'll get really bored because I'll have no one to talk to. But I think we've also got people from all over the planet, which is immense. We got some Aussie people, we got US people, we got UK people, we've got Germans, because you've got to have a German. So yeah, we're covering all the bases. I like it. Bobby's asking, what do I have to do before we can super chat? Other than, you know, obviously the required ritual sacrifice of small animals and children. I do have to undertake the exam, and I've got to go in and do my orientation with NASA, the CIA, and the good people at Tupperware. So all of that needs to be completed first, and I've got to cram that into the work week. And because I've got to go to the States to do it from here under Big Ben in the UK, because Australia doesn't exist, and I'm doing all my work in a basement. Yeah, that's going to be tricky because of the distances with the underground rail network, because we can't fly anywhere because globe navigation doesn't work. So I did it again. Shit. I've got to stop saying the quiet part out loud. God damn it. I've also got to stop messing up like that, Bob. But no, for reals, I've done the application and everything else that needs to happen. So I hit the 500 subs a little while ago, and the last Dearth video got me over the 3,000 hours you need for the first part of the YouTube partner program, which is still mind bending. And then it takes a few days for the YouTube analytics and their checks and everything to catch up with what the stats and everything are telling you. So I've done the application. It's gone through stage 1. It's gone through stage 2. And now my channel is undergoing YouTube review. So if everybody can hide the porn, that would be great. Okay. Just get it into the box, under the bed, or into the back of the cupboard, and I'll let you know when it's safe. But for now, we just have everybody on their best behavior, please. And yes, that does mean wearing pants. I'm sorry, but it's only temporary. Pants will return to being optional ASAP, or A pants, some pants, whatever. USA here, pronounced USA. Ooh. What did I miss? Heaps. Good Lord. Nico absolutely wants top left, and he should have top left, and he will get top left because Team Nico rules. Drunk debunk. Mark has got juice boxes because Nico got them. I've got a song about that. Let me just do a thing. Application audio. Is that what I want? Not VLC. Add existing. Yeah. Nico, if you're still here, I'm going to play it in a minute. Not yet, because I want to do some other stuff and just catch up on the chat. But hang around, because I've got a song that I created with AI about you. And I think it's pretty cool. It's not nasty or anything, I don't think. It's just pretty funny. It's going to be hard for anyone to beat MC Toon for top left. Toon is trying to rig the game. It's shenanigans, and I'm not happy about it, because not only did he nominate someone, but he got himself nominated by Dave McKeegan. So he's basically getting 2 bites of the apple, and he hasn't even made like the voting video for the dude he nominated. He's left it to Where's Wally. So what the hell? And again, like, the only reason for Catsweed's there to be nominated is because he and Craig egged him on to do his daily stream. And now we've all had to deal with the consequences of that, i.e. that daily stream exists. So, yeah, dodginess. I love MCT. Mike's fucking great. DP has to give the NASA oath and sign the NDAs. The oath I've given and the NDAs, because you can do that by the video chat thing. But the actual orientation I've got to go in for, where they take the blood test and modify the DNA, I've got to do that bit. So that'll be happening this week. The ASIO certification, that is all done. CK's got to hide his kids' juice box. I'm writing that down. That's going to be a thing on the channel. Hide your juice boxes. I've now got... it just painted a picture in my head of King Nico like sneaking around, stealing juice boxes like the fucking hamburger. Monster with juice boxes. Like Flashdance. She pulls a chain and she's like, oh, the water's coming. That's Nico, but like he pulls a chain and juice boxes just tip over. Amazing. With great power comes great responsibility, and Big Fish is looking for the band hammer. Now you're getting it. Go to town. It's like hungry hippos. Sharky thinks it requires 1,000 subs. So level 2 of the partner program, I'm giving away all the secrets. So level 1 of the partner program, the way it works is once that's all approved, super chats can be enabled, and the super likes, which are like super chats, but for video comments, which nobody does because why would you? Videos are free. So that gets enabled. It also enables channel memberships, and then you can link to an external store and sell merch. I do have a plan for some merch, but not heaps because I don't really want to do it. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll just jot that down. Sorry, I'm distracted because I still have the vision of King Nico, the juice box burglar in my head. Juice box burglar. I'm writing that down, and that may form part of a future episode of Wits at the Platypus. Level 2 of the partner program. You keep all of that, and that's the one where you need 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time. And that just basically turns on all that ad revenue and all that crap, so advertisers can jump on your videos, which I probably won't do here anyway, because all I'm talking about is flat earth and conspiracy theories, and they're not overly keen on it. But yeah, that'll be a thing. So yeah, the first part with the memberships, super chats, super likes, store, that's all underway right now. We're just waiting for Karen at NASA HR to pull a digit out because Brenda's on leave. And Greg is new and doesn't know what he's doing yet. So we're dependent on Karen, and she's the worst. Junk Bus Show. We all had to do it, DP. It's fine. See, another example of a statement in chat directed at me, DP, but it sounds kind of funny because I'm referred to as DP. Hana is almost complete here now. Yes. Yes, indeed. Hide the prawn. Thank you. Yes, I said I work for Tupperware. I don't, but we all work for Tupperware because they're part of the global conspiracy. Where the do you think Joe Hanvey's getting all his domes from? Huh? Yes, please leave your pants on. Do they make a Red Bull juice box? If they don't, I will get my R&D monkeys onto that right now. Everybody's had to go and collect pants. Yes, thank you. Dave McKeegan's daughter. Yeah, but Dave is like the proxy. I watched Max's debate on secular humanism versus Christianity last night. So I'm well up to speed on like parental consent and all that stuff. Jim Bob, what a dishonest. I'm not going there. I really wanted, I got a real bee in my bonnet watching that debate and the shitty tactics last night. And I wanted to jump on the panel. And then the after show started and I looked at the panel and I was like, I'd rather listen to the smart people. Like, if Ace is there, you don't need me dropping in and making fart jokes every 10 minutes. They had a really good discussion at points. So yeah, I'm much happier with that. I call shenanigans exactly illusion. Cheating and bribery are permitted and encouraged, but it doesn't make it right. mainly because it has the opportunity to negatively impact me. And the fact that they're doing all this and not thinking about how it affects me is just fucking selfish. Emma's got 4 accounts. That equals 44 votes. We know they're all coming here, Emma, because once you see the video, you won't be able to help yourself. So that's fine. CK, I'm reading your message about where you get your chip implanted into the brain too, and I thought it said impregnated. So yes, and you can decide which one. But I already have the brain chip installed. That's one of the first things that happens, which is why I highlighted it in the captain. This is Captain Battle. That's the universal signal for Captain Battle, if you didn't know. Apparently. Naked sock puppets. Oh my God, I said hide the porn. Yeah, there's a NASA control chip in that. So check it out. Blur should do their own top left. Would love to see who rubs them. Ew. I didn't know they made plant-based juice boxes. So Sick likes his whiskey. King Nico likes his juice boxes. There's something about the meaning of life in there somewhere. I agree. And the meaning of life is Drunk Debunk Show has said membership. Yes. Big Fish. Yes. Emma deserves a wrench all the way. Actually, I'm looking now at where Emma said, "Are you nuts? You can't say that to me." I'm looking at Emma with a wrench and remembering the last couple of Friday night ghost streams over on the Drunk Debunk channel, and I may be having regrets. Anyway, it's too late now. Juice box is great. And all but imagine a juice globe. Oh, juice globe. That's my new model. That's what I'm going to be promoting. The juice globe. You know what none of you can do? None of you can make a juice box stick to the outside of a spinning ball. Totally can. Just a bit of blue tape. Blue tack or gaffer tape. And easy. Mike says he knows what he's doing. Tell that to the charcoal, sir. Flirts don't have a sense of humor. I 100% disagree, and I have empirical, quantifiable evidence in support of that point. It's just that evidence lives in Canada, so I can't show you right now. But trust me, bro. Listen to yourself. It's rubbish. Kill me now. Are you talking about me? Because if so, yeah, fair. Absolutely fair. Every time I call Karen at HR, she wants to speak to my manager. Yeah, she's the worst. She just, Karen. And she's not even close to retirement. Hineko, do shall not steal my kids' juice boxes. Awesome. Jim Bob is literally just Andrew Wilson with a different voice. Yeah, he's the Timu Andrew Wilson. And Andrew Wilson is like the Timu Andrew Wilson. So it's dumb. It's just dumb. And let me write it down. Seki. Talk about that in a minute. Emma, once I've extorted everything I want from Drunk Debunk Show, half those votes are yours, but don't tell him. All right, I won't. Secret safe with me. Someone was going at me in the chat last night because I said there's no archaeological evidence for the Bible, just that the places existed. I got a "you're kidding" right. Well, there's the Shroud of Turin, man. And there's that dude what's got some nails that are obviously from Christ's crucifixion or something. I don't know. I base most of my archaeological, biblical knowledge off Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So I assume I can go out in the desert somewhere and find a ghosty night and a path that collapses, and some dead Germans, a bottomless pit, and a room full of cups. That's basically my knowledge of the Bible. And no one can prove me wrong. I've got it on video. Video is all you need, right? Flat earthers are not truth seekers. Some are, most are not. But it's very hard to tell the difference between the two. A lot of people assume that Jaron was a grifter for a long, long time. Wolfie put up a video a few days ago apologizing to Jaren for assuming he was a grifter and wasn't a real truther. Because turns out he was. He went down there, had an experience, accepted the evidence. And even Jaren is saying, like, it's a shame it took me so long to just accept the evidence, but it had to come from a trusted source. But Flat Earth Peer Review, if you haven't checked out that channel, check it out. He did a really good video talking about Will Duffy's chat with Culture Cats yesterday, last night, tomorrow. Can't remember fucking time zones. But yeah, he made a really good point, and we'll cover F-E-P-R. Pepper. Moving on. Flutter. Yep. Juice boxes are sticky as hell. If they are, Illusion, you're doing it wrong. In case keyboard. Be nice, CK. Come on. That's why Capri Sun is the only choice. It's in a pouch. Humans should have pouches. That's why evolution's stupid. That's why intelligent design is stupid. Because if design was intelligent, we'd all have built-in pockets. I guess technically we've got one, maybe two, but they're really inconvenient. And if you're of the female of the species, you might have more. But like not those pockets because they're not wholly convenient. I just mean like pants pockets, but like built in. That would be an intelligent design. You know I'm right. Shroud of Turin that looks amazingly like a European painting of Jesus. Yeah. And somehow, and this is weird, the Shroud of Turin, despite it just being a piece of cloth with some dirt or sweat on it, somehow it still manages to make Jesus look white. That's weird. Anyway, chew the corner off a Capri Sun. You're not the boss of me. Still remember sticky hands. Maybe I'm just useless as possible. I mean, you've got to be careful with this stuff. Big Fish is saying you've given me a wrench and Witch at the Platypus, Drunk Box Show, MC Tune, FTFE, and the rest need to raise their games if they want my vote. Yeah! See, this is my kind of bribery right there. Foxworth Kerman, silly humans, Kerbals, better than humans. I love Kerbal Space Program, but I can't play it. I bought it for my PlayStation, but when they've done the port of Kerbal Space Program, the aspect ratio and the visuals, like the user interface, is too fucking small. And I've got a decent sized TV, but it's tiny. So to play the game and my eyes are shot, because your eyes, as we know, are shithouse scientific instruments, apparently shit for gaming too. You've got to use the accessibility settings so you can zoom in just to read the text when your eyes are as botched as mine. And it's such a pain in the ass. And I don't know how to get around it other than maybe trying to run my PlayStation through the PC, but then I've got to undo cords and plug cords in. And in like 3 years, I haven't tried it. But yeah, love Kerbal Space Program. So yeah, I spent way too much time watching other people play it by stream and video series and stuff. Kerbal Space Program is a great game. It's so much fun. And I just wish all my gear would behave. And I'm very sad that Kerbal Space Program 2 sucked and was an absolute disaster. What is on my to-do list? Just don't look. We don't need to talk about that. Remind everybody to hide your juice boxes because the king is in the house. King Nico, hail to the king. Merch. The only idea I have for merch, before I go there, Foxworth Kerman, yeah, PC version way better, absolutely, and the mods are killer for it. I am pondering if I plug the PlayStation into the PC and mess around with some settings, and then I could just plug keyboard and mouse into the PlayStation, because you can do that. Maybe that's the way to go, so I don't have to use the PS5 controller. Juicebox on for Nico. Yes, thank you, CK. I'm going to do that now. I don't have a music video for it, so I'm just gonna play it. I just need to search. Boom. That works heaps better if I just search for it. Oh my god. Search bar. Where have you been all my life? Right. Here we go. This will be loud, so enjoy. I might just go to the BRB screen while this play. Oh, I can't because I haven't set it up. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. You gonna do the thing? Do the thing.
Juice, box, king, stay hydrated. Debates getting heated, tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched, panic in his eyes. Words start slipping, claims going south. Only one solution, juice box.
Far out. I can hear it. So it all sounds like a you problem. What I shouldn't have done there is change views. What a ingenious I am. Oh my God. Let's try that again. Shall we? Sorry, kids. All right, back to the start. Start over. Rewind. Rewind. Everybody ready? Right, we're all just going to go back and pretend that didn't happen. None of that happened. Okay. All right. Should I put the thingy on the... Does this work? Can I... Maybe. Let me see. Let me just try something else. Hang on. I'm back in a second. No, you don't need that. This would be heaps easier if I wasn't, you know, like wearing sunglasses. Shut up. Who cares? All right, let me try this and then go here and then go VLC video source. Boom. I don't want to playlist. I just want to go add file. Yeah. I legit can't see. Those sunglasses are so dark that I can't see what's going on. Search for that. Search for it. Go. Oh, you dirty. Where is it? I've got so many clips from all the editing and crap that I've been putting together lately. I need to clear out my hard drive because I'm legit running out of space, and that is a problem. Close up headbanging killer. You're right. I just there we go. Okay. Try that, and then I'm going to mute that, and I'm going to turn this down a bit.
Juice, box, king, stay hydrated. Debates getting heated, tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched, panic in his eyes. Words start slipping, claims going south. Only one solution, juice box in his mouth.
I want to hear it. Not all about you, people. VLC media source, monitor, and output. Okay, so this is Juicebox King. Everybody, volume was perfect. All right, let's go. Giggity, giggity, go. Right, boom.
Juice, box, king, stay hydrated. Debates getting heated, tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched, panic in his eyes. Words start slipping, claims going south. Only one solution, juice box in his mouth. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Brain in a spiral, can't rebound. Straw locked in, lips engaged. Facts too dry, juice cascades. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Moon's too bright, it's a government scheme. NASA beams images, sure in a dream. But wait, his throat gets dry as a bone. Time for the juice, gotta chug it alone. Sip, gulp, chug it down. Debates in flames, can't be found. Straw locked in, mind disengaged. When the truth hits, juice rampage. Juice box king, hydration's key. When logic runs dry, grab vitamin C. Juice box king, sipping on the go. No rebuttals, just that citrus flow. Juice to the left, sip. Juice to the right. Nico in trouble, straw takes flight. Refill that box, stay in the fight. When the facts are too dry and your points don't land, there's always a juice box right there in your hand. Sip away, don't be shy. Just don't choke when the truth rolls by. Juice box king!
Get down. Oh, yeah. There we go. Juice Box King. Hells yeah. Where the hell were we? All right. Boom. Excellent. Citrus Flow. What a great king line that was. So I talked about this last night. That needs a music video, which I am going to make, but I want to animate it because in my head, that music video requires a rapping juice box, right? What else could it be? So that is the plan, but I haven't built the animation rig for it. I'm still learning because the way I did Wits at the Platypus was a total pain in the nards. So there needs to be a better way. I've learned how to build like an animation rig in DaVinci with like independent movement for head, arms, legs, and then different rigs for face and lip syncing and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm learning how to do it or relearning how to do it. And it takes forever. It sucks, man. Animation sucks. The results are so good, so it's totally worth it. Crazy Ray's in and caught us live. Huzzah! Emma, that song is much too good. No, I disagree. I think Nico is deserving of Juice Box King. And yeah, it's not even nasty. It's just inspired by the debate he had with Max in the moment that cracked me up while I was recording a video where Max is talking and Nico's just like casually sipping on the juice box. And I remember watching Nico's stream where he was watching through that video and he paused it. Then he was like, yeah, I drink juice boxes all the time. I keep them in the pockets of my cargo. So he's pulled out a juice box and then he's showing pictures at like protests and stuff of him with a juice box. Oh, it was magical. Made me so happy. So happy. Yeah, just funny. Probes is in. Hey, Probes. Nathan Oakley's daddy. Had it playing at 1.5 times speed. It actually sounded pretty awesome. I worked at a place years ago. I can't say where it was. I mean, I could say where it was. I'm just choosing not to. Not a lie of omission, just because, yeah, I don't need to. Just like I won't tell anyone where I work right now because it's not relevant to the conversation. And I went through a phase of sitting at my desk playing music at double speed. But what I was playing at double speed, because I was playing a lot of Guitar Hero at the time, was Dragon Force at double speed. And that's how I learned to time travel. True story. Wasn't the morgue. No, I will tell you about that job. I worked at the Queensland Health Pap smear register. So it was an administration job. Basically, I would be, so they have a registry that people can get themselves on for when women have had their last pap smear, and essentially the job was to send out reminder notices that, hey, it's been X amount of time. You should probably set up an appointment for your next pap smear for monitoring purposes and make sure everything is okay and that you're not at risk, because early identification of any kind of issues in that particular area can make a huge difference. So it was a good job to have, and it was helping people potentially, and very, very cool. Was a bit weird as a male having to call women and say, hey, you should totally get a pap smear. And occasionally you get people who say, you shouldn't be doing this job because you've got no idea what it's like. And it's weird, but it's like, hey, I'm the first one to put my hand up and admit that I've got no clue what that must be like. But I'm not here to pretend that I am. I'm just here to remind you that it'd be a good idea to book another one in. I know it probably sucks, but yeah. So anyway, that was that job. And I don't do it anymore. I haven't done it for a long, long time, but it was all right. Where are we at? CK Love, the Juicebox King song. I'm very glad to hear it. Probes. Finally got power back. Yay! Electricity. Welcome to the 1900s. Probes. Very happy. That reminds me, I've got to check in with my kidlets as to whether or not they have electricity. Hopefully they do, because that would be cool. They did lose power though, but yeah. NASA did turn it off, CK. They turned it off with their cyclone generator they were testing over the last week or so. Jerked. Also good to know, because after Katz's not last video, the video before that about cloudbusters, I'm pretty sure everyone in Queensland who is operating a cloudbuster feels like a bit of a dick now, because they clearly didn't work. Cloudbusters. If you haven't watched Culture Katz's latest video about energy healing, please do. Katz makes great videos, and they are really funny and quite informative, but mostly really funny. So check it out. Energy healing. It is great. Make sure you look after your back diamond or bottom diamond, your bottom diamond. Really important. It's right up there with pap smears. Goes pap smear, bottom diamond. What brought me back to Adelaide? Well, once upon a time, I was married, and now I'm not. But I lived in Queensland for a number of years, and then I moved to Victoria as a symptom of that marriage disease. And then once I'd been cured of that particular disease, I decided it's time to go home. So I lived in Adelaide until I was about 16. And then moved to Queensland because I was the youngest of 3 siblings, and my parents moved to Queensland for work. So I had to go with. Didn't want to go. Turns out it was great. But I was up there for a long time, about 15 years or so, 15, 20 years. And then moved to Victoria and was there for a few years during the whole marriage debacle to Voldemort. She who will not be named. And yeah, when that all died, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to go home, because it's been a long time, and I like have kids and everything, but I'm not really accountable to anybody at this point, and I can do whatever I want. And I'd like to go back home where all my like friends and really close adopted family and everything else is. So that's what I did, and no regrets. It is great. So yeah, that's what brought me back to Adelaide. That and no, that's it. I was going to try to come up with something funny, but I've got nothing, so I'm not going to bother. Where are we at? Paid the bills before NASA headhunted you. Very true. Very true. Although I pursued them, to be fair. So that's the reason the cyclone wasn't worse, sadly. Oh, I didn't even think of that illusion that cloudbusters. Yeah, we pushed it back, and that's why it didn't hit landfall, and now it's an ex-tropical cyclone, because cloudbusters. Doesn't cloudbusters sound like a shit TV show? Like, you got Globebusters, which sucks. You got Space Busters, which also sucks, and then Cloudbusters, which has got to suck at least 3 times harder than the other 2. So yeah, Cloudbusters. Unless you could get Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson, then I'd watch Cloudbusters. Tuck your bottom diamond into always. Good advice, mobile laptop. You're onto it. Lord Dissidents tried to heal his energy once, but made him tired. Happens to the best of us. Victoria, the go woke, go broke state. I'm not going there. I'm not getting into politics. We established this last night. Politics doesn't exist for the next 4 years. Okay? 4 years, politics free. Not interested. We're team probe with no blue or green color. Well, now I'm just enjoying the fact that it's freaking everybody out. Got to have a wrench to probe. So, all right, fine. You know, sook about it, big baby. But no, Pro's the mod everywhere, and I do trust him. And he's a good egg. And he's got electricity now. So, you know, from the 20th century to the 21st in one fell swoop. Don't point your cloudbuster at Chernobyl. Yes, don't. Not near any nuclear power plants or nuclear submarines, which is a problem because you don't know where they would be at any given time. But definitely don't do it. Although if it's a cloudbuster, you shouldn't really be pointing it at the ocean anyway. So, yeah. Cloudbusters are basically like the rock that I keep in my pocket to prevent tiger attacks. It totally works because I've never been attacked by a tiger as long as I've had my tiger rock in my pocket. I'd show you, but I can't take it out of my pocket because I'll be risking a tiger attack, and that's just insane. But yeah, that is a thing. So that was Juicebox we talked about. I was trying to talk about merch and got totally sidetracked. Merch. I don't want to do t-shirts. I might do a hat, but I don't know what will be on it. But the main thing I want to do, and I haven't looked into this at all because I'm super prepared. As always, I just find it hilarious, and it would make me giggle no end to be able to offer for purchase to everyone a Witsit the Platypus backpack. Backpack, 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 backpack. Because he loves backpacks. So I want to do a Witsit the Platypus backpack, but I don't know how. I know through the Stream Elements thing, I can like do basic made to order merch, but they're not fantastic. And there's better companies. Like I'm going to contact the band 1920, check them out because they're amazing, about where they get their stuff made to see if I can do that. Because again, it's made to order, and this hat is fantastic, by the way, signed by the band. Look, love those guys. Yeah, backpack or a bag of some description with Witsit the Platypus on it, so we can all have a backpack to keep our gigantic aero or gyroscope, ring gyroscopes, whatever it was that he wanted to take that wouldn't fit in a shipping container, let alone a backpack. I want to give everybody the chance to have one. Illusions the map. Beautiful. Drunk Bunk Show, sign me the fuck up on that backpack. Hells yeah. So after this stream, I will look into backpacks. And if anyone's got the inside line on that, let me know. But in the meantime, I'll reach out to 1920, which is another band who I will be looking into licensing a couple of their songs if I can, depending on the cost. I know you can do it like annually for individual songs, and it's not stupidly expensive. Like under $100 a year. So I might not do like a ton of songs, but there's an Ash Grunwald song that I'm not going to give away that for what I want to do with the channel, I think would be amazing to be able to use as some sort of theme tune. And I've met Ash Grunwald a number of times and had a bit of a chat. I've got some photos of me with him, and you can tell he was really, really, really psyched to meet me. So he's an amazing guitarist, and the man has a smile that literally lights up a room. unlike the moon. His smile is its own light source, but he's fantastic. So yeah, there's one or two of his songs that I would love to be able to use if I can. So I'm going to look into that. But yeah, and the dudes from 1920 are great also. So I will hit them up and ask about the merchy stuff. Right, that's merch. I can cross something else off my to-do list. I was going to talk about secular humanism, just to touch on it briefly. I've watched like 3 debates now of this whole what's better for society, secular humanism or Christianity. I've watched the Andrew Wilson one. I watched Craig. I think Craig debated Jim Bob before debate con. Actually, it's 4. I watched Craig's debate the other day with Luigi. And I didn't see the opening statements, but I caught a lot of last night's debate between Max and Jim Bob. And the thing that pisses me off about these debates is nobody debating on the side of Christianity has explained why their position is better. All they do is strawman secular humanism. And the other thing that pisses me off is nobody debating on the side of secular humanism has defined harm effectively. It's always airy-fairy. It's non-specific, it's very, very vague, and it's easily attacked and pulled apart. And on the after show, they did a much better, a couple of people did a much better job of being able to define harm in a meaningful way that wasn't able to just be instantly dismantled and shut down. I'm not saying that like Craig or Max or anyone are wrong or bad. Not at all. Max and Craig are excellent debaters, in my opinion. For Craig, this is new territory for him, and he's learning the ropes as he goes. He's got to get some strategy and tactics, and he's readily admitted that. So that's all good. Unfortunately, Andrew Wilson and Jim Bob and their ilk are really good at what they do. But what they do is avoid the fucking issue and just engage in straw manning and being disingenuous and avoiding the actual topic because they can't actually defend their position. But the point, I think it was Issa made last night when it comes to debating this issue, is the tack they need to take. And he was 100% bang on, is that the way all the Christian folk are debating it is like, well, if you guys don't have like a set framework like we do, then anything goes. You can kill all the babies and we can just murder everybody and porn will be rampant and rape and incest and blah, it's all horrible and necrophilia and blah, 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 blah. But the tack that they should be taking these debates on the way forward is because the Christians are relying to the Bible. If God says it, that's the way it has to be. Always. So they have no wriggle room. There is no room for negotiation. And if you want to take the Bible literally, then you can't play, you can't have the NFL anymore because you can't touch the skin of an unclean animal. So you can't use pig skin for a football. And if anybody does, you have to put them to death. That's in the Bible. That's the rule. If someone wrongs you, then you have to pluck out your eyes. There's going to be a lot of one-eyed people running around. Never mind the fact that all these people who are on the side of being the moral authority because of Christianity, how many times have we seen the leaders of churches and your evangelicals and everybody else having affairs or cheating on their partners or doing just horrible stuff, but they ignore all of that. The advantage of secular humanism is if society starts drifting towards all that shit, they can change. They can adjust on the fly. Christians can't because they've got to adhere to the book and the rules that it was set thousands of years ago. They aren't malleable. They're not able to be changed. Secular humanism got wriggle room, can adjust to make shit better for everybody. That's the angle that needs to be taken. But they've got to stop getting backed into a corner of having to defend all of their position or having to defend the straw man arguments that the Christian society debaters are making, because they're spending way too much time on the ropes. If they're going to attack the secular humanist position, you've got to go on the attack of the Christian position, and it's very, very easy to attack. Ignore the audience and the fact that they're going to get their backs up. Once they start spewing all the hate and bile, that's when you know you're winning and you're doing the right thing. That's all I'm going to say about the secular humanism thing, because it's not actually a topic that overly excites me or interests me. It's just been frustrating to watch those debates and seeing the disingenuous, dishonest arguments and lazy tactics, lack of presentations that people are putting forward in these engagements. It just shits me, and it shits me that it works. And the tactic on the secular humanist side needs to change to balance things up, or there's absolutely no point having those debates because you're just getting decimated. Anyway, moving on. Mikey is shirtless. I didn't need to read that today. What have I missed before I get to the next thing? Had a can of elephant repellent. Yes. Thank you for the lend of that. It has kept me safe as well. Much appreciated. Too much Dora. There's never enough Dora, Illusion. I don't know what you're talking about. Megan's got a whole community of Canadian Greece living across the street every winter. I bet they have awesome parties. And I bet they're great at hockey. Crazy Razy thinks I'm a light source too. That's not true. Secular humanism. Yeah, sure. Why not? Secular humanism, says Illusion. Yeah. Maybe that's where it's going wrong. That's what we need to be debating en masse. Aldebaran, Australian music groups, bah humbug. What impact have they ever had on the world? You're right. I can't think of any good Australian bands that have ever existed. No, none of them come to mind. Chris Hitchens and Stephen Fry debating against the Catholic Church. Against the Catholics, I mean, it's kind of shooting fish in a barrel. They don't have a great track record of stuff, really. Yeah. Drunk Bunk Show is watching Mikey's OnlyFans. We've talked about this. I'm not paying for it anymore. Once this month runs out, that's it. I'm done. I'm removing my credit card details. Religion did lots of those awful things, so they know about bad behavior. They absolutely do. What they don't know how to do is A, prevent it, B, make restitution for it, or C, learn from it. So there's that. Not the whole thing, but the leadership. They do like sweeping things under rugs. It's weird. Don't know why you do that. For a religion based on, things like integrity. Yeah, strange. Their book is full of it. Absolutely, Megan. All over the place. The Bible is a book about slaves, praising their master for allowing them to be slaves. It is. It is. And when the slaves get cast out into the desert for 40 years, it's like, well, had to do it. Like, I'm God and I love you, but also, fuck you, just go wander around the desert for 40 years and suffer like immeasurably because, well, you can't even say I got shit to do. Like, you're it. You're my people, apparently. But just go for a walk. I'll get back to you. I imagine he was binging like the cosmic version of Friends or something and was just caught up. This is not a topic I should be talking about ever, and I really won't, other than to make jokes about it. And I'm not making fun of people of faith, just your faith in general. Like, I won't make fun of you if you believe in the giant spaghetti monster God, okay? If you believe that, that's fine. I respect your right to have an opinion, but you need to respect my right to believe that opinion or that belief is fucking stupid. I'm entitled to that too. Not that you're stupid, but that belief is mental. Just so everyone's on the same page. That's how it's going to work around here. Where am I? Probe says, I suspect with those sort of people only behave in any sort of civilized way because the fear of their God's wrath, maybe Christianity is a good thing for them. Yeah, but the evidence says otherwise, because all of the arguments are always about like, well, if we don't have the Bible and we don't have God and we don't live in a Christian society, everything's going to come crumbling down and we're going to have rampant infidelity and murder and war and blah. It's like, we live in a secular humanist society right now, and none of that stuff is happening. So, and when they always talk about revolution and like government insurrection as well, causing problems. It's like, well, the last time something like that happened in the US, it wasn't like the secular humanist type people who were storming your nation's capital. So, but we're not going to go there because politics doesn't exist for 4 years. So we're done. Always seems to come down to an abortion argument. I struggle to come down with it. Yeah, because there is no argument. Like, old men shouldn't be telling women what to do with their bodies ever under any circumstances because it's none of their fucking business. If men were able to get pregnant, the whole thing around abortion, excluding Stephen Alonso, if men were able to get pregnant, the whole thing around abortion would be completely fucking different. And anyone who says it wouldn't be is full of crap. The two good at hockey, it's kind of cheating. Yeah, well, they do have built-in skates. The geese, Megan, like, they do have an unfair advantage, but that just means you've got to play the body. Well, you just got to be more aggressive against the geese. Like, if you've got to body slam them, pile drive them to regain the puck, so be it. All's fair in hockey, as is my understanding. I've never played the game. So funny since the Bible actually tells you how to have an abortion. It's a church leader thing, not a Bible thing. Yeah, a perceived moral outrage. God was all for killing kids. God kills kids every day. PhD Tony on the after show last night made a really, really good point about that. You should check it out. It's towards the end, but it was like a 5-hour after show, so maybe not. I might make a video about it or at least clip it. But yeah, he made some very, very good points. I'm not going to read that message from Probes because it's gross about Marky's toe. I've made Aldebaran want to check the NHL standings. As far as I know, the NHL is still standing. If any of our Canadian friends have different opinions or insight, let me know. MC Tooney's a fine religious guy. That's how to be. Yeah, I don't have a problem with anybody who's religious at all. I don't care. Not my problem. If it brings people comfort and brings them some semblance of peace or whatever, I am all for it. I have an issue when you decide I need to know all about your beliefs, and if you try to ram it down my throat, which a vast, vast majority of people do not do. But the ones who do are usually the ones with horrific skeletons in their closets. And I don't dig that at all. Look at over here, you can look it up. The leaders of the Hillsong Church. The Hillsong Church is like massive, and they've made millions and millions of dollars, not just through people tithing and everything else and government grants, and building huge mega churches or a huge mega church like facility and campus down in Sydney. And they've got another one based in the city, and they spread worldwide, and they make all their money through producing music. Darlene Check is the like main singing chick making praise music, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, some of the stuff that's A, rumored, B, confirmed about the goings on at Hillsong Church, fucked up and uncool. So yeah, Rubik's doesn't think anyone sincerely believes in the flying spaghetti monster. I mean, I think it's a pretty safe assumption, Rubik's. And if anyone says they do, I'd be like, do you though? Do you though? Planet Peterson is a really good religion. Use it to disprove everything, every other religion. I like Planet Peterson, but I can't watch a lot of his stuff. It's very intense most of the time. Correct. Always follow the evidence. Unless the evidence is crap, and then don't follow it. But you've got to follow the evidence and weigh it up critically to decide that. So, yeah. What, you mean you don't worship my flying spaghetti monster ramen, says Probes. Shocked, truly shocked. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. Isn't there a list for old men like that? Yeah. Don't like abortion? Cool. Don't get one. Yeah, I have the same opinion on gay marriage. If you're not down with gay marriage, not a problem. Don't marry a gay person. Problem solved. Can I take a bottle of tequila? No. 11-month pregnant, my balls hurt. It's crazy. What? That one came out of left field. I was not prepared to read that particular chat message. Meg says, agreed. Wash may not be for me. That's a choice. Yep. Totally is. And no one else's. If you want to ask somebody else's opinion about it, totally up to you. But anyone offering an opinion about it that you haven't asked for, those people. Yep. To never, ever, ever try to shove religion or preach it at all. It barely seems comfortable talking about his beliefs at all. And I respect that. Because they're his beliefs, they're not your beliefs. And he doesn't need to make them your beliefs. And if he was trying to do that with me, he wouldn't make them my beliefs. Because that's what my beliefs are for, to be mine. And I won't give them to you or anybody else. They're mine. Fuck off. Leave them alone. Keeping them. Not sharing. I'm greedy. ScoMo. Another potato person is a Big Hillsong member. Well, he's not the potato person, but he's the next dude is a complete and total potato. And he's not a young earth creationist. I spoke about the yak thing last night, the yuckiness. Not going there. Just lighten up, good brother. You just haven't seen the light of baby in the manger. Oh, little baby Jesus. That's one of my favorite scenes in Talladega Nights. Baby Jesus. Where are we at? Any high power god type of managings. Not even Lisa the Rainbow Giraffe. Or Lisa. Yeah, I mean, our deity is King Nico. Like, clearly God's messenger here on earth. His representative. What's the word I'm looking for? Not endowed. Not that word at all. Don't know. Dear oh dear. Bruce Wolford is in. It is going well, Bruce. How are you? How is Tasmania? Hope everything is well. So that's my secular humanism rant. I crossed another thing off the list. Illusion. Yeah. You're dragging. Oh, politics doesn't exist for 4 years, but I will say that the right here in Australia is very much going the way other nations have over the last few years. And it sucks. It's gross. And I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm a cheese eating surrender monkey leftist dweeboid. There you have it. What else was on the list? Flat Earth peer review. He did a video looking at Will Duffy's chat with Culture Cats. I highly recommend you check it out. Flat Earth peer review was one of the first people, along with Culture Cats, to stumble upon my bullshit and share it with the wider community. So much respect to you, Flat Earth peer review, for that. You should check out that video about the chat with Will. I think it was called. There were a couple of good points made, despite the fact that you're 100% wrong about pineapple on pizza. But we can talk about that offline at your leisure. That kind of very emotive and involved debate, the big issues like pineapple on pizza, I don't feel comfortable engaging in that discussion in a public forum, because I will need to swear a lot, and you know, it's a very good chance it'll come to fisticuffs. So offline, we'll deal with it that way. It's hot today for Bruce down in Tasmania. Just got back from prospecting. Ooh, very cool. It's hot here today too. What is the temperature? My lady friend, who is real and doesn't live in Canada, is going to the Wome Adelaide Festival today. And she is gonna melt. Gonna be dancing all day and she might die. And that would be very sad, so hopefully it doesn't happen. Why don't I have a weather app on my phone anymore? Because I changed the clock. All right. It's 33 degrees Celsius here. If you don't know the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit, I can't help you because I deal with real proper units of measurement here in Australia. But 33 degrees is, what's the best way to put it? Fucking hot. Give me 1 second. I got to turn my air conditioner on. Actually, that gives me an excuse to use my Be Right Back screen. So I'm going to do that only for a minute or so, but I'll be right back. That's what the screen's literally for. This is like the crappiest piece of music I could have clicked on. Seriously. Frickin' blows. Anyway, enough of that crap. Boom. Right, I have new beverage, non-alcoholic, more lemon drink, like I did last night. How long have we been going for? Almost 2 hours again. Time flies. I've spoken about Flat Earth peer review. I can cross that off. I've encouraged you all to check it. If you're watching the stream and you haven't hit the like button, which is down there. So, well, hang on. Let me just, hang on.
Juice! Box!
God damn it! No!
Stay hydrated. Debate
Shut up!
heated. Tensions on the rise. Nico's feeling parched.
Shut up!
Panic in his eyes.
We're not doing Juice Box King again. Where is that hiding? Where have I put it? There. Right. Turn that off. The like button down there. Somewhere. Under there. That way. Hit the thummy uppity thing. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I won't know about it because you can't type in the chat because I think it's still still set to subscriber only. You've got to be a subscriber for at least 5 minutes before you can come in and be an absolute douche canoe. So if you do want to tell me to go myself, you'll need to subscribe to the channel to do so. I think that's a fair trade. Subscribe to the channel, say whatever you want. If you do step out of line in the chat, I want it to stay respectful. I want it to stay relatively family friendly. Anyone who's racist, anyone who is just needlessly gross or nasty, basically, if I deem you to have been a dick, you're done. There won't be a warning. There won't be a second chance. They won't be emailing me and asking me like, oh, can I be unbanned? No, not a thing. I will generate some sort of, not rules, but guidelines or expectations for chats in this live stream. And if you do veer outside the lines, yeah, that'll be it. Different for like long-termers and people like we have in the chat right now who know what we're doing. Different story, but for newbies who we don't know, they subscribe, wait their 5 minutes, come in and just start being disgusting. It'll be one and done. No way. Yeah, and I'm cool with that. Douche canoe. Yes, douche canoes. Perhaps throw on one of the shorts when I need a break. Maybe. Maybe. DP takes notes for his streams. No, I just write shit down because last night I was like, I'm going to talk about this in a minute. And then I did a Billy Connolly and it was like an hour before I got back around to the point. So I've just got to try and keep my brain organized. Yeah, there is no, hey, a link for FE peer review. Thank you, Megan, for dropping that in the chat. Very much appreciated. What else we got going on? Other way? What other way? The like button up there. Cool. Chatting screen. Blah. Cool. Huzzah. Yeah, FUV saying maybe throw on one of the shorts when I need a break, but they're all vertical. And then I've got to find one, and then I've got to set up a new scene to do it. I will do a different video because the start, be right back, and ending video are all the same. I just changed the text on them because I did it yesterday and I just edited the dearth thing and I was just fucking over it, to be honest. So it was very half-assed. So yeah, I will make sure they're all a bit different soon when I get around to it. But I've still got to make the third video of the disassembly of dearth. I don't know what I'm going to call the playlist yet, but there'll be alliteration because it's fun. Now to your left. Wait, my left, your left, or your left? Which who's left? Probes. Or do we just say west to east or right to left? We just go right to left. Go right to left or left to right to find the like button. Look at the picture, right? And then just go south. Somewhere, anywhere south. It's like going to the South Pole if you ask for Catsoid, right? That's where the like button will be. Hit that. Malor, no, don't send me. I don't want disgusting. Nobody wants disgusting. Foxworth Kermit, he keeps saying last night, but it was just this morning. No, this morning is this morning, which is your tomorrow. See what I'm saying? It's 11 a.m. on the 10th of March right now. You're living in the past, Foxworth. Stop living in the past. I'm a future man. What else we got going on? Bruce Wolford is saying he subbed the first videos of mine I watched. I'm sorry. No way out now. Apparently Timo Lynch can't subscribe. YouTube's like, dude, you don't want to watch this shit. And keeps turning it off on him. Like, Timo, it's just trying to help you. I won't take it personally. If I'm not good for your health, it's okay. Timo Lynch is a good egg. Icy Spin, the one thing I loved about Australia most was waterproof money. Yes, we have plastic money, which is great, unless you're camping with like an open fire. Not good, especially after some beverage. Yeah, waterproof money. I mean, we've always had waterproof coins, more or less. A little bit prone to corrosion, but for the most part, waterproof. Yesterday here, yeah, Geek G, you're living in the past. Like, it's not my fault. Dave Weiss, the griftiest grifting grifter who specializes in scamming as many pieces or people as possible. I'm sure he'd scam pieces too. I know a song about Dave. We might play it again in a minute. First time Foxworth has seen me in chat. Thought of Megadeth. Hello, me. Meet the real me. It's Megan. Learned that last night and got right pronunciation, which is awesome. Probes there, at least now in the same day, even if it's just after midnight. Yes, we have somewhat aligned. If you try really hard, Elman, you might catch up, but you've got to make myself giggle with a thought. I was going to say, you've just got to clock hard. You've got to harden your clock, or I can't. You get where I was going with it, all right? Clock harden sounds like. Anyway. Chucky has plastic notes that are inclined to jump out of pocket. Yeah. My currency tends to disappear every time artist releases a new model of guitar. It's very odd and I can't explain it. But it just seems every time they announce a new design or model that I like, my bank balance is like, whoop. Weirdest thing. Clearly supernatural. It's just a bush, to borrow Mike O'Brien's term. So, memberships, channel memberships. They're going to need to be called something. As I said, there's only going to be 2 tiers. One is going to be dirt cheap, which will do whatever I can get it to do. We'll have emojis and all that sort of crap. But need to know what to call it. And I'm not 100% sure. So if anybody does have ideas, let me know. I am going to try dropping my bitrate slightly just because I can. Here we go. And we'll see what that does. So obviously, we did have a suggestion before, which I didn't write down. We had 69 and then we had DP. Again, they can be plan B. That was from Emma. In case you weren't sure about that. And I did have some other ideas floating around, but I can't remember what they were. And I didn't write them down. Dirt cheap or dearth cheap? Can't be dearth cheap because I don't want to have that floating around on the channel forever. Dirt cheap. I could call it dirty deeds. But again, that sounds a bit. And everyone's kind of gone with the whole like, let's call it like shill or NASA employee or whatever. And I don't want to do that because other people are already doing it. Flea circuits. I like it. I like it. Something there. Cheap bastards. Cheap bastard. So Australian is. Yeah. Rock bottom. I don't hate rock bottom. Get them in the chat. I'll write them all down. Maybe we'll do a poll. Yeah, that's what she said. Okay. You got a first range. Plan B and preparation. Foxworth, oh my God. I just got done with my rant about banning people. Like, don't poke the bear. Emma has a dirty mind. No, she doesn't. Just every other Friday. Lets her hair down a little bit. and lets us all watch. Ew, no. Damn it. Contagious. Bottom of the beer keg. The dregs. Backwash. I'm not going to call it backwash. I have regrets. Some of these things I shouldn't vocalize from time to time. Backwash. That would no. Ah. Ugh. Yeah. This is not a ghost stream. And again, until Karen's finished bribing all the YouTube officials, every day is pants day, right? Every day is pants day. Yeah. So I don't know. We got some ideas. We got Dirty D's. We had Dirt Cheap. We got Flea Circus. We got Rock Bottom. We got Cheap Bastards. Backwash. I'm not writing backwash down. What the hell? The audio stream's current bit rate is lower than it should be. It's saying it's 0. Well, I haven't done that. I recommend you set it to 128. I've got it set at 160. So what the actual higgity heck? Crazy ass YouTube. Ugh, seriously. Who cares? Either way, I'm not gonna. Wait, it's no pants day, or is it no pants day? No day. Deputy Monks, did I see your photo? I did not. Was there a link? Did you drop a link? You're like the linky guy. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I read the message out and then didn't look at it. What a dick. Loading. Oh, it's just taking me to a page full of images and I don't know which one is yours. What the hell, internet? They're going to do the same thing again? Oh, you dirty piece of son of a motherless goat. Fine. Copy. Paste. Do the thing. I'm interneting. Yay! What the? The requested page could not be found. It's broken. Lie to me. Deceiver! Lies! How dare you turn my stream into a den of lies! Fine. Get his panties in a twist again. At least he can keep his on. Can't keep Grayson's on. Flat broke. Oh, I think Owlman's onto something there. Flat broke. All right, I'm digging that. I've answered Elizabeth for the lower level. Norwood for the upper. Oh, that works too, because I grew up in Lisbeth represent, and one of my bestest friends, one of my two sisters from another mister, was living in Norwood. So yeah, I'm digging it. Lisbeth and then Norwood. Norwood or Bel Air? Maybe Bel Air? Something hilly? Flat out fiction fighters? I like the alliteration, but it's a bit too long. I'm still digging Flat Broke though. Bottom diamond. I'm writing it down. Bottom diamond. Good shout. Thank you, mobile laptop. Someone saw a ghost. Very sad. I missed it. Bogan basement. That's not bad. Bogan Basement. Moving down. Ghost. Yep, I missed the ghost. No Pants Day, or it is No Pants Day, or is it Pants No Day? Either way, you're not going to wear pants. Don't you just hate pants? I'm miles behind. Let me catch up. Shit. Where'd we go? Highest tier is Stinking Rich. Maybe. Might call it something dumb like totally normal, like definitely not a joke tier, but it costs like $10,000. Cheap Charlie and Richie Rich. That's not bad, Bobby. Got that down. The Fact Squad. Yeah, but then I gotta know shit. Go on the list. That's why when super chats start going, we feel really bad. YouTube's way of embarrassing us. Yeah. Link is there again. Right, let me try that. You know what's really funny? Is it would have been coming up saying, hey, this stuff's not available. And I just didn't notice and kept clicking on the link. So when you gotta bringing joy to the masses. I love it. Your happy dance? Doing a happy dance? Basketball, one of the best movies ever made. Old Baron is D. Yeah. Rah, 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 rah. Spherical smartasses. I do like that. Again, bonus points for alliteration. Smartasses. The debunk pool. Oh, the debunk pool. That's a nice one. Thank you, Megan. Richard Flat Bro. Yeah, we've kind of got a mix of those, but that is a nice sort of amalgamation of the two. Bogan Basement, I did see Sharky, and I've got that written down. But just in case, I'll write it down again. No, it is there. It's right there. It's like the third one I jotted down. The Logic League. Ooh. A little too close to Justice League, though. Team. That's how rumors start, Illusion. I think Nathan Thompson's got that nailed. The Bottom Dwellers. No. But maybe also Bottom Dwellers. The Bottom Diamond Dwellers. Bottom Feeders. Bottom Dwellers / feeders. Don't feed your bottoms, people. One-way traffic. Is that the Aussie holiday today? No Pants Day? No, I don't even know why I've got today off. Is it Labor Day? I don't know. All I know is my work calendar was like public holiday, and I said, yeah, screw you guys, and I've got a long weekend. Flat Bloke, Broke, and Globetrotters. That's not bad, but it can be limey bastards. Empty Wallet, Wallet Moths. Spin Squad. Spin Squad makes me think of Parks and Rec. Spin Team. Global Elite. Illuminati. Everybody's doing, like, again, the elite Illuminati thing, like, other people have done it and they can keep it. Bruce Wilford, Basketball, and Idiocracy, 2 best movies ever. I haven't seen Idiocracy. It's on my to-do list. But some of my favorite movies of all time, I'm not saying best movies, but some of my favorite movies of all time, if you want to know, Basketball is one of them. That movie cracks me up consistently because I think it's kind of genius. CB4. If you've never seen CB4 and you've ever, like me, been a white person listening to like Ice Cube, Ice-T, old school gangster rap like NWA and those guys from like late 80s, 90s. CB4, Chris Rock movie. Very, very funny. One of my favorites. And So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers and Anthony LaPaglia, and one of my favorite Stephen Wright appearances ever in that movie. So I Married an Axe Murderer is great and highly underrated. Thoroughly recommend it. you watch any of those and you think this is stupid, you're welcome. Um, Again, I'm not saying they're good movies. I'm just saying they're three of my favorites. I like alliteration. I like alliteration lots. Do, 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 do. Snark Syndicate. I don't mind that, but I try to keep Snark down to a minimum. I'm just a dick. Snark Syndicate. Brain Trust. Yeah, guessing Deadpool. Yeah. Not according to South Park, they proved that was all reversible. I don't think people's breath. Moving on. Or you can read The Marching Morons. Chimichanga Club. Yeah. Chimichanga. Although I could get sued. In the UK, but I think it's Labor Day. Yeah. Definitely watch Idiocracy. Most prophetic movie ever released. Oliver Barron loves Stephen Wright. That is correct. Flunkers and Debunkers. That's not bad. Flunkers and Debunkers. But I don't want people signing up to remember as like you're here because you suck and you're poor. Like I do because it'll be kind of funny. But that's not what I'm going for. What I'm going for is like I am like I want anybody who wants to be able to sign up to a membership and not give a shit about it and just leave it forever because it costs basically nothing. I'm not overly comfortable even offering them, to be honest, because I'm going to struggle enough to get my content out regularly, let alone offering like insane kind of perks. Which is why I'm going to have the joke tier as the highest, and it won't do anything, like anything. Icy Spin has got this up for brand awareness. Okay. I can't even see what the shirt says because I'm so distracted by the wrench. So yeah. Very cool. Thank you, sir. I dig it. Dankin Tutu. I'm gonna have to put tanks and tutus in the merch store, aren't I? Oh, let me find the song. I can't play it, but there is a song, and I will drop a link to it for those of you who have the Spotify. And if you don't have the Spotify, sucks to be you. But this is a song by the Tuck Shop ladies, who I met at the Flurio Folk Festival last year. And they are awesome. And it's a song called Tutu. And highly recommend listening to that one. Oh, it's okay. We'll also be wearing the new Drunk Debunk Show hoodie. I'm waiting until he's like overstocked. And I can just pick it up for cheap. And he's throwing it all out. How I usually do all my clothes shopping, other than when I go to gigs and I just buy shirts for artists that I really like. That's the other way I do it. Labor Day, but only in Victoria. So why do I have a holiday here in South Australia? I'm not sure. It must be like King's birthday or something. Or is that later in the year? I don't know. You did say reality check mates, Megan. I got that one down. It is a tutu type of day. You should put on a tutu. I just called it the Tuck Shop. It's the Tuck Shop ladies is what you're after. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Do I have to? 1 second. Yeah. There you have it. This is my pedal board case. I don't know where you'll be able to see it. There you go. Down the bottom. Yeah. Here. The Tuck Shop ladies. And then all the other crap. So Metamized band, Cactus Jack, right there. Great band. Just stand up. Nah, I think you can't see it. Anyway, that's my pedalboard case. So every time I acquire a sticker from somewhere at a gig, if they're giving them out, when I buy a guitar pedal, if it's in the box, because you buy guitar pedals, they throw in stickers. That's the thing. I just whack them all on the pedalboard case. And of course, I've made sure that if you carry the pedalboard case by the handle as you're walking along, all the stickers are upside down just to annoy everybody. Yeah, because I'm a jerk. Skippy and not Skippy. The age-old question. Kangaroo pee, kangaroo poo, kangaroo pouch or no pouch, pouch or pouchless. Could go guitars actually. So we could go the kangaroo angle. I'm writing that down. Could go the guitar angle. What else we got? 2K subs. I'll be doing uncapped membership drive where I'll have milestones for free merch. I'm stocking up. Nice. I will be there. And I expect preferential treatment, sir. If it's uncapped and it's a membership drive, depending on like work and stuff, definitely let me know and I'll be happy to jump on and help out with that. Assuming you'd want me to, maybe you're like, oh, fuck, like, do I really have to invite that clown? Oh, damn it. You don't. I'm just saying if you get really desperate for like filler content or whatever, or you just need someone to like swear at and abuse, like I'm your guy. You know this. Oh, yummy. Megan, how come I don't get to stream at NASA HQ? You're gonna have to talk to Rubik's about that. I'd say ask Karen, but Karen from HR can useless. So you're better off talking to Rubik's. The fact pool, that's not bad. But maybe less a thing for membership and more a thing for what we call my little space. Maybe. Skull crushing skeptics. That's probably a little bit violent. What CK meant was kangaroos, guitars, and topless wallabies. Yeah, I figured. Bruce has a washburn and you need a decent pedal setup. Go to Artist Guitars, Bruce. You get a killer axe for cheap. Might need to take it to a luthier for a setup, unless you can do it yourself. Just occasionally the action's a little bit high. There might be some fret buzz, but nothing major. If there is like a physical problem with the guitar, you just send it back and I'll send you a replacement. No dramas. They are awesome. All their stuff is high quality. Their newer stuff with the newer pickups are mint. And you can get a butt ton of pedals for decent prices there too. And they're good pedals. They're not the best pedals, but they're also not going to cost you $300 to $500 a pop either. So highly recommend it. And if you're overseas and you want guitar shit, you can go to Artist Guitars as well. Again, not paid advertisement at all. It's just I buy stuff from them and they're really good. So yeah. The Google is free club. Maybe I should just call it the free tier and it costs $1. The free membership. Death style. It's totally free. Just costs $1. Why are badgers horny? All right. Now I know what my next video is going to be about. The death one's going to have to wait. Why are badgers horny? Oh, honey badgers. Okay, I won't make that video after all. That was going somewhere it doesn't need to go. Just cross that out. Whoops. Pros put his hand in a kangaroo's pouch. I hope you ask for consent, sir. Or I'm going to have to make some phone calls. You don't talk to Karen, you help deal with Brenda. Yeah, but Brenda's on leave, Megan. That's the problem. Brenda's awesome. Like, she's very formal and abrupt, but like, I appreciate that she's all business and really efficient. But because she's on leave and because Karen is just bad at her job, she's left everybody in the lurch. So yeah. And if you don't want to talk to Karen, you can email or you use the implant to communicate, but she never responds to messages. The not so secret Illuminati. It's a little unknown. It's too complicated. But I like where your head is at, Megan. And I like that you continue to throw out ideas. So thank you. Cheers could be animals, kookaburra, platypus. I mean, it can't be platypus. I'm not going to name a membership level after Witsit. Bruce Power. Platypi. What else we got? Every guitar I have from the Midwest has cracked here from the humidity to dry. Our humidifier did not work. Yeah. I don't know what to do about that because I don't have that problem. So I guess it just sucks to be you. It's okay. No. Cases. Do you keep them in cases? Or you put them out on stands? Might need to keep them in cases, which isn't great for displaying. You can whack them in the cases. That might help. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but do you know what I am sure of? There'll be about 10,000 YouTube videos all giving you conflicting information on how to resolve that issue. So good luck. Calder Vazold is in. Welcome, Senor Calder. What we got going on here? Absolutely nothing. I've just been talking shit for 2.5 hours and a bunch of people are hanging around while I do so. It's amazing. Right now, I'm just seeing how long I can go before everybody, finds me out and it all comes crashing down around me. Where are the guns, Nathan? I can't take Toon's catchphrase. That's not cool. Oh, yeah, no way. It'd be like if I called it Rusty. Like, I can't steal that from McKeegan. The Punkers. Oh, yeah, I don't mind that. Nice one, Megan. Depocalypse. Depocalypse now. That's a good name for a stream. I'm writing that down. Depocalypse now. That's what it'll be if someone from the Catsoids mob fails. The dirt pool. Didn't I have dirt pool? No, I had fact pool. So yeah, so dirt pool. Got it. Coincidence in one set? No. 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 Now I'm ready the next time I play guitar. I look surprised when I change chords and look like a dog dragging its bum when doing a solo. Thanks. What is this? The audio stream's current bitrate, 0, is lower than the recommended bitrate. It's not 0, you clowns. What are you even talking about? YouTube's dumb. It's dumb. Shut your face. Sorry, none of you can see that, but it's telling lies. Pounds and pounds. Every fucking time. Oh, I can't do it. I'm going to miss it. Rest in peace. They are in cases, sent back. The Martin to get fixed became it cracked again. The electrical is just the acoustics. Yeah. That sucks that the Martin's misbehaving. Maybe it's like a species of wood type thing. Maybe. Don't know. I've got one acoustic. It's just a sexy. I've got two acoustics. One is a crappy cheap dreadnought that I got. The other one is a semi-decent little parlor guitar, which may be making an appearance in a video scene. But yeah, other than I don't acoustic, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Buy me a carton, buy me I do have to organize some pale ale at some point. I've got to respond to some emails to get that hooked up. So yes, I shall. I was just going to mention it would be funny if the Tears trolled other debunkers when you mentioned Rusty. I have pondered it, but some of them, like, I haven't had any like interaction or anything with to know how that would go over. Like, I'm pretty sure it'd be cool when everyone would get it, but yeah, I need to I need to put some more feelers out before I get too full on with that. I don't want to get anybody offside or upset anybody. We're all here to have a good time and do our thing. So YouTube is stooging again. I know, right? Freaking stooge. YouTube, you stooge. Watch me never get monetized. Remember that time you called us a stooge? Yeah, you burnt that bridge, DP. You're done. God damn it. Pick your favorites, put out a poll. That is a good shout. I will do say. The funny thing is, and I don't know if other people experience this, when you do a community post, I know people see it because I see everybody else's, but the like engagement with it and interaction with it is always quite low. Generally speaking, it's not weird. I get why. Like, you see it, it's a bit of information on a mobile phone. At least it doesn't display properly. You can click to read more, and the images are usually cut off in funny sizes. So I get it, and I get why. It's just interesting to me that I'm like, in community page, no one really gives a shit. I'm going to use the community page lots because I want to change that just to see if I can. So if you see something come up from moi or from the Drunk Debunk show on a community page, you should totally jump on that shizzle because it's always cool. But yes, poll. I will add poll to my to-do list. Poll, not POLE. I've got a daughter, so my one job in life is to keep her off the poll. Gibson Buck Dharma, or yes, used to play drums. I'm sorry, Older Baron. My father was a drummer, a really good drummer, actually, or a drum player. Drummer. Cheap acoustic here that is adjusted to the weather. Makes sense. Derp deflators. That sounds kind of dirty. Derp deflators. Could have like a airship or something for deflators. Potato and grifter tears. It's not bad, Michaela, but I don't want to give Dearth any like encouragement. I'm far more interested in just tearing him to pieces or grating him like a potato. If you run it over a grater, it gets really fucked up. Bruce Wolford's heading off in about 20 minutes. Nice. Illusion, I can never find where to plug in the panels and amp onto it's built in. It's built in. The real bugger is finding the on-off switch. You can find that, let me know. Megan will engage. Thank you, Megan. That's one. Beautiful. CK drums, baritone, the sousaphone, nice. Ukulele, bit of organ, lovely stuff. Drummers hang out with musicians, I'm told. Yeah. Occasionally, unconfirmed reports. I've got a group chat with a bunch of people that play music better than me. But the meme war it's been ongoing for at least 6-7 years at this point, of me like sending memes making fun of drummers and the drummers sending memes making fun of guitarists. Amazing stuff. Oh, we got 20 minutes to go. We can hit 3 hours. Right. I've got a whole ton of suggestions written down for membership tier. There will be a poll. I will curate said list over the coming hours and we will go from there. But there's a lot for me to sort through. At this point, I will give a reminder that this stream exists. You should know that because you're watching it right now, or you're watching it after the fact. Technically, all of you are watching after the fact because there's delay on the stream of about 20 seconds. So I'm saying all this before you hear it. I'm in Australia. So for all of you in the US and UK and everywhere else, I'm literally in the future. due to time zones. So eat my dust. And I completely forgot where I was going with that. But also, if you're watching it after the stream ends, like later today or tomorrow, you're still watching it. So that's the thing. But what you should do is hit the like button for the stream. That would be awesome. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, you should do that too. Because if you've been trying to message and say, will you shut the up, you Australian, you can't do that unless you're a subscriber. So subscribe to the channel. Great Globers. I mean, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. But stop looking through my window, Bruce. New Zealand got me beat in the future. Yeah, but who cares? They would have us beat in the future, but like they're ahead of us on time. But the trickiest thing about New Zealand, we have the same issue here in Adelaide, is that when you come from someone else. So let's say we're in the UK, right? You leave the UK and it's a Thursday and it's 4:30 in the morning. You go through the whole flight. So you get on the plane 4:30 in the morning on a Thursday, and then you get to New Zealand or you get to Adelaide and you get off the plane and it's 1972. So yeah, the time difference is a bitch. Drummers cop a bad rap, unfortunately, which is sad. Most are percussionists. Changes to drummer, involves multiple instruments, like a bit of music humor. You don't have to defend them, illusion. They know what they are. They know. Even the percussionists. They know. It's okay. DP's back room. No. DP's clubhouse. I don't really want to go the clubhouse route because of the whole Lisbeth thing. It's weird. Don't drummers keep the rhythm and timing along with the bass player and the rhythm guitarist? But yes, they do. Backline, very important in any band, unless you're a pop artist. Do I have a proper fiber internet connection where you are in Adelaide? I could do an 8-hour stream on the state of internet in this country, but no, I am on the old HFC style of National Broadband Network connection, which shits me to tears. Pretty good. Pretty good. And it's not fiber, and it's not future-proofed, or as future-proofed as fiber. One of the biggest problems with the rollout of like Australia's national broadband network was the fact that they switched it to the mix of technologies and relied on the old HFC cable, and the rollout of NBN over HFC was paused so many times because of the problems it had. So everybody was supposed to be on fiber to the premises. Everybody. But we're not. That's all I'm going to say about it, other than pisses me off. As bass player, I approve these messages. Thank you, Kelly Badge. Dude, Adelaide uses asbestos fiber. Yeah, it's delicious. DP VIP Lounge. I don't hate that. Clubhouse. I've written down. Cool. What else screams about? It's got Starlink and a 5G dongle. Yeah. No point me getting Starlink here. I've seen Craig's streams. I don't want Starlink. Doesn't work. Stream shuts off before I get to say goodbye. Love you all. Need to call my grandpa. Yes, go call grandpa. I'll be here for at least another 15 minutes or so. We're going to hit the 3-hour mark because why the hell not? Probed is asking if I get daylight saving in SA. If so, half the year you'd be behind me in time, and the other half you'd be ahead. Queensland stick to real time. Got sick of having a set. Oh, freaking Queensland. You realise most of the reason why Queensland doesn't have daylight savings is because all the farmers are like, it'll upset me cows because they won't know what time to get up and go to bed. Hey, yeah, nah, me cows, yeah, me cows will get confused because of the time if I wind me clock back. That's why. My story, and I'm sticking to it. That's just because Scotland, though. That's racist. It's not racist at all, Michaela. Yeah, fair play with Scotland. True. Flat wallets and round billfolds. Round billfold sounds like some kind of condition. Yeah. Like, I mean, round billfolds playing up. It's almost like NBN's forgotten South Australia doesn't exist. They killed Kenny too. These bastards. Yes. Yes, they did. Daylight saving sucks. Agreed. Just keep the time the same. Because curtains will get faded. Mm-hmm. Way too expensive internet too. Yep. Overpriced cows won't know the difference. Yeah, they will. Because my grandfather back in the day, he didn't have daylight saving nonsense and his cows were fine. But if I change my clocks to the same time as you lot want me to, then the cows will be falling over in the field because it's 8:30 in the morning instead of 7:30 in the morning and the sun's coming up at the wrong time. Like, yeah, but dude, you realize like the cows don't have a watch. They don't care. They're just going to keep doing all their things at the same time the sun sets. The time changes for you when you move the clock. They're going to stick with the same cycle of activity. It doesn't actually have any impact. You just do everything. No, the cows can tell time. Don't be it. Anyway. And scene. WA's the same with daylight savings. That's why it's called wait. Yeah. Or the wild haggis. Yeah, haggis chewing cables is a real problem. They need to cull the haggis. So glad we don't have wild haggis here. Here in California, we voted out daylight savings time, but our legislature has refused to implement it yet. Good old American government. Internet you're referring to is the internet your apartment forces you into. Oh, because you've got the whole, yeah. Okay. Yep, that's annoying. Now I feel bad that you're having to waste it on this shit, Rubik's. Apologies. I'll try to do better. Any farmer will tell you the animals don't care, except the farmers in Queensland. I'm picking on them. They're fine. They're fine. Years ago on radio, calling a little old lady rang in and complaining about the extra hour of daylight fading occurred. Sometimes I think we're not going to make it as a species, are we? And I have that thought a lot more since getting into the debunking space and seeing a bunch of stuff. 70 a month. That's about probably close to what I'm paying here, but I'm paying for like a 1 gigabyte connection. And like stupid upload speed too. So, but I blow out basically internet wise, I just get the highest tier I can. Because I hate waiting. I'm just impatient and because I can do it. I know there's faster speeds available elsewhere, but here in Australia, like a 1 gigabyte connection is about the limit of what our shitty ass network can handle for the time being. 70 Oz, I assume. No. I'm like doubling your 70 to about 140. It's about 129 Australian I'm paying. So it equates to about the 70. Because I can do some conversion. Dirt Patrol and Debunk Party. I like that, J. Gill. Dirt Patrol. Does anybody remember the Disney movie Brat Patrol? I must have watched that movie 1,000 times as a kid. Freaking Brat Patrol. What a film. Hopefully someone else remembers it. Or is it just me? 7 US is 110. All right, well then I'm getting ripped off because I'm paying 129. Often ride down across the border in New South Wales, it gets confusing. Oh, yeah. So right on the border between Queensland and New South Wales here in Australia, Tweed Heads, there's a town down there, actually like sits across the border. So part of Tweed Heads is in New South Wales, part of it is in Queensland, if I remember correctly. So yeah, literally like driving down the street, you're in a different time zone. Dumb. That's why I just avoided Tweed Heads. Stupid. I did forget about daylight savings when I went to Blues Fest though. Coming back from Byron Bay, which is in New South Wales, to the Gold Coast in Queensland, to fly home during daylight savings time. And yeah, I was freaking out thinking, we're going to miss our flight. We're going to miss our flight. We're going to miss our flight. And I forgot to change my clock time device. Watch time. Yep. Anyway, Brat Patrol. Yeah, Brat Patrol. Brat Patrol. Work AutoZone, multi-billion company, and the internet have is like dial-up. Rescue was down under. No, Brat Patrol. Brat Patrol. Never been to Australia. You should totally do it, Rubik's. Maybe not come to Adelaide. Not a lot going on here. But no, definitely come to Adelaide because it's a cool place. But you'd probably have more fun in like Melbourne and Sydney and, you know, actual cities. We're basically a town here. The Rat Patrol? No, Brat Patrol, Disney movie. I remember the like base thing was like underground and they were riding a bike and the bike had a sidecar and they would like ride the BMX bike with the sidecar through this like tunnel thing. And I used to think that was the coolest thing ever. Like, oh my God, having a tunnel like that would be so cool. I don't know why there was this like bunkered like concrete structure available. Maybe because they were all military kids, like military brats. And it was like an old bunker or something. But then now I'm thinking it was probably full of like live ammunition or something crazy. Anyway, I digress. I remember Brat Patrol being a movie that I really enjoyed watching. Imagine how confusing Tweed Heads is for everyone whose smartphones auto-adjusted. Oh my God. I'm just going to the shops. I'll be back. Oh my God, I'm going to miss the news. Oh my God, the news hasn't started yet. Oh my God. Brain would explode just grabbing milk. What else we got going on? Good old Perth. Yep. Spider's fine. Please tell me you've seen Summer Heights High, one of my favorite all-time series. I have not. So I apologize, Icy Spin, for a couple of reasons. One, I studied to be a drama/English teacher at university. So I hit a little bit too close to home at times. And I'm still pursuing legal action for, you know, unauthorized use of my life story, essentially. So there was that. And also Chris Lilly, the guy who like wrote and directed it. I don't know what it is. And I've never given it enough like actual thought or looked into it. But something about that dude just shits me. I don't get it, and I don't find his stuff particularly funny. It's a weird thing, but I have the same sort of reaction to like hardcore country music. So some friends of mine play in a country band, and I can go to their shows and have a good time. I can go along and take my guitars and amplifiers, and I can jam with them and play country music, and it's fine. But I think that's because I'm friends with them and we all have a good time and it's a laugh. It's not a problem. Put me into a room and start playing country music through your phone or on a speaker or something else, and I have to get out of the room because it makes me physically uncomfortable. I don't enjoy it. It causes a visceral reaction. I'm not a violent person, but overexposure to country music, I'm pretty sure, could put me over the line in terms of violence. Not like random nefarious, I'm going to talk to you, but it just causes this weird, like, no, not for me. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it at all. It just doesn't sit right. And Chris Lilly, the guy from Summer Heights High, elicits the same sort of reaction. Don't know why. I have no explanation for you, but again, I haven't examined it. I haven't looked into it. I've just accepted it as a part of who I am and how I'm wired. And none of that is meant to be like judgmental or condescending to any of you who may like country music. And for those of you who do like country music, condescending means to talk down to. Okay? It's not my joke. Absolutely stole it from Bob Newhart. But it's a fucking great joke. Anyway. Moving on. Oh, want to go to the Australia Zoo. I miss Steve Irwin. That guy. Annoying as hell. But a national treasure. And a legit, like, activist for animals and the environment. And yeah. Just a good dude. Gone too soon. Gone way too soon. No. Maybe it's like how Foster's is the only beer that is Australian that Americans know, but I'm pretty sure most popular is something like 3X or something is most popular. Nobody in Australia will willingly drink a Foster's. I am 40 plus years old and I don't recall ever going to a pub anywhere in this country and seeing Foster's available on tap or Foster's available in a fridge behind the bar or anyone ever holding one in their hand who was not a tourist. Nobody here drinks that shit. Cannot stress that enough. As for 4X, not 3X, 4X, people drink it in Queensland because it's a Queensland-based beer, but that's about it because it's not great. Tui's is a nice one. Han make decent brews. I've gotten into, I don't think they're a craft brewery, but Mismatch make a session ale, which is delicious. Highly recommend that if you can get your hands on it. But nobody drinks Foster's. Shit. It's a lie. Foster's doesn't actually exist. If you drink Foster's, stop it. Let me try that again. This is important. All right. If you drink Foster's, stop it. Knock it off. It's enough. Don't. Put it down. Mean it. Sorry, had to deal with that. Forced to drink Foster's at the LA Grand Prix. No, they had other stuff available. You get Heineken at Grand Prix. I know you could. I was underage then. You could definitely get it. Camel's piss equals Foster's. That's doing a great disservice to the urine of camels. Coopers and Bogues are good. I was massive on Bogues back in the day. But yeah, Coopers are pretty good. Coopers brewed right here in Adelaide. You're welcome. Weld. Cooper's Pale Ale. Hell yeah. What would I recommend for an Australian beer? Cooper's Pale Ale. Can't really go wrong with that. Because I'm a lightweight and because I don't overly enjoy hangover, I will strongly recommend if you're after something that won't absolutely destroy you, Han Premium Light. It's a light beer. I have now spent the last couple of annual camping trips drinking nothing but Han Premium Light over the course of a weekend. Maybe some water here or there to stay hydrated, but over 4 days, going through way too much of it, like 2 cartons worth, without a headache or hangover or falling over or getting absolutely maggoted, but still having a good time. So Han Premium Light. And as I said, Mismatch Session Ale, very much like, and I was at Big Easy Radio. I saw Ash Grunwald play, I think it was a Prancing Pony Session Ale, I want to say, or maybe a Pacific Ale. I'm not sure. It was either in a blue can or a yellow can, and it had a horse on it. I got pretty wasted that night because it was a great show. But that was good too. But the Mismatch Session Ale at the moment, thoroughly recommend. What else we got going on? Used to drink Broken Hill. I've not heard of that one. CK's daughter has a microscope with the voice of Bindi. That'd be terrifying. Imagine if we started talking in the middle of the night. Big Fish. When I was there, I remember drinking West End. Yep, West End is an Adelaide thing. I remember West End Blue. It still exists, the old West End lager. I don't drink it, nor will I. Don't drink any beer because of the gluten. Fair enough. Stop it. Get some help. Exactly, Foxworth. Pretty sure Foster's is actually made in America. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't think it's brewed here. If it is, it's definitely like internationally owned now. It's not owned by an Australian company. Trust me when I mentioned it, I almost got voted off the island when I was there. There's no vote. We just launch you off it. If anyone drinks Foster's, they need to hand in all their man cards. That includes women too. Is that too harsh? No, it's accurate. Coops Pale Ale or Premium? Yes, agreed. Whiskey, it's a good shout. Megan's got a comment that I didn't see, apparently. People in the States even drink that shit. I hope not. Is that the one? Heard Australians didn't like Foster's. Yeah, I think I've covered that a little bit. I think we got there. There's tons of beer without gluten, like apple ciders and seltzers. Well, they're not beers, are they, Calder? God damn it. Lately, I have been... Oh, now I want one. God damn it. 1 second. Not only does it mean I get a yummy drink, but I can also pimp out another Australian band that I really like. Aldebaran is saying, oops, note to self, never accidentally hit refresh while watching a live stream. You know what we should also never do? Accidentally hit refresh while you're streaming. The number of times I've done that is ridiculous. And I've broken a lot. Not tonight, but just in general when I was doing the Twitch thing with Football Manager. If you've ever played Football Manager, you are my people, and you know why. If you haven't played Football Manager, we're not going to talk about it. Lately is what I was saying. Ginger beer. This is Bundaberg Diet ginger beer, which I find quite delightful. Bundaberg, of course, in Queensland. I've been up there. I've been to the ginger factory in Bundaberg years ago. Had a great time. Got a lot of ginger. That's what you do at a ginger factory. Ginger and everywhere. But there's a mob over here called Matsos or Matsos. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Matsos. They make a alcoholic ginger beer, which I think is about 4.5% proof. So about the equivalent of like your standard ale or lager. Very sweet though. They do a diet version of that. It's not diet, but it's a lower sugar version, which is also around about 3.5%, I want to say. So about the same as a mid-strength beer. And yeah, not as sweet, so it takes the edge off. But really nice. Ginger beer, not for everybody. Totally get it. Wasn't my thing. I'm assuming because I'm getting old, and my body's just crapping out on me. Now's the time to get into ginger and probably like hard candies and mushing up all my food. But yeah, ginger beer, it's a thing. This one is non-alcoholic, but it's delicious. But on my drink holder, that, my friends, is Hussy Hicks. You may have seen my yellow Hussy Hicks shirt in a few videos. These guys are from New South Wales. I say guys, they're not guys at all. They're two female women. And the singer in Hussy Hicks has a fucking phenomenal set of pipes. And the guitarist for Hussy Hicks is one of the best guitarists I've ever seen play live. Saw her at Blues Fest last year, saw her at a hotel here in Adelaide a few months ago, and awesome. And got to meet him, which is great. Had a jolly old chat. So, yes, very, very cool. Oh my God, that is so good. Where did I get up to? What have I missed? Back up, Coops Ale Premium. Yep. I can even add whiskey to beer. It tastes way better. Too true. Like drinking emu bitter. Yeah, that's illegal. Can't do it. Sahi is good. It's not, Bruce. But each to their own, unless you drink Foster's. Stella Polaris. Stella's. Okay. West End is Duff beer, pretty much. Wasn't there a thing in The Simpsons where like Barney or somebody was in the like brewing vat of Duff beer? That's what I think of when I think of West End. But just imagine like a giant man-sized dead cat stuck in a vat of brown dirt water. That's West End. If beer needs to advertise on TV, it's not good beer. That's probably a decent assessment, actually. If they're advertising, you should be asking a question. Although, I don't hate Corona and they advertise. They don't really advertise on TV, but it's brewed where many camels live. True. If I have a... Oh, did I not mod Old Baron? Sorry, Old Baron. I can do that. We may as well have 50. You get a wrench, and you get a wrench, and you get a wrench. Where we at? Foster's his horse speed. Possum P is our W. Where we at? Science guy has a habit of leaving mute on. Everybody does something. Yeah. FPV knows it. Metso is very nice. Yeah. Super nice. Really, really dig them. Highly recommend. Ginger beer is for Moscow mules. The Moscow mule I am. Isn't Moscow Mule another drink? I'm sure it is. I'm just confusing. Charles Arnold. Now it's beginning to sting that everyone else is a mod. Oh, you shouldn't have been talking so much shit about top left when you know you're going to lose. We can talk, Charles. You can email me. You know I love you. It's fine. Cider. Yeah, a good cider. I won't do pear cider. Pear cider is gross. If you drink pear cider, you're wrong and you should rethink your life choices. Not a good thing. Apple cider is great. Finding ginger beer, not the diet version yet, but it's much better than I remembered. Yeah. You know what the trick is? And I'm saying this because once again, I completely forgot to do it. Can I get the thing back on? The trick. So you've got the little ring pull thing, but I always forget to do this. This might leak everywhere and that'll be hilarious. So this will be good viewing. Before you open it, Bundaberg ginger beer, be it diet or real one, invert it. Invert it. Tip it back over. Do it once or twice. Not to fizz it up. You don't want to shake it. But everything will settle on the bottom. So if you invert it, it spreads it all through. And then the flavor is equal. If you don't, and if you don't believe me, you can test this out by pouring it into a glass. But if you don't invert and get it to distribute everything, it'll all just settle down the bottom. So if you pour it into a glass, it's completely different in color at the bottom than the top. Because of density and buoyancy, which is how, you know, gravity really, but no. But yeah, everything will settle to the bottom and be like way over sweet by the time you get. So you got to flip it over. It's your public service announcement. It's your science lesson for today: how to drink ginger beer with DP. And I should know because I've got the hair color for it. I know of what I speak. Monarch whiskey. No, when I'm broke, so all the time. Yep. Cygnus, Tommy Emmanuel for the win for solo acoustic instrumentals at Blues Fest in Byron Bay last year. I saw Tommy Emmanuel play in person and I cried because he was so good. So king good. If you don't know who Tommy Emmanuel is, you absolutely should. Google that man. Find videos of him on YouTube. If you can find, search for Tommy Emmanuel and Classical Gas. Just watch that. Just watch that. And then you'll want to see or hear more. He is one of the greatest guitarists alive. And he's one of the greatest guitarists there will ever be. He's also Australian. But that's not why. He is phenomenal. Style of music might not be for everyone most of the time, but just as a player, got to give him props. He's redonkulous. And then after you've watched Tommy Emmanuel Classical Gas or Classical Gas, whichever one you want, fill your boots. Search for John Butler Oceans. John Butler Oceans. I kind of want to play it, but I'll get pinged for it if I do it, won't I? I can't play a video of him doing it on here. Yeah, bugger. Later, Bruce. Good luck with your stuff. I just saw it. I'm catching up. King Nico's not a mod? No. Not yet. Nico's got to earn it. Same as everybody else. Older Baron, I gave you a wrench, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Kelly Badger doesn't want a wrench. No problem. I mean, how far behind did I get? Tamako was so cool. Yeah, Nico was in earlier, popped in to say hi, and I do appreciate it. It was very cool. Southwark I kind of liked when I was living down here. I don't remember Southwark. I've never gone that far. Shot of JB, small batch of my coffee this morning. Nice. We're not all mods. Not all mods. Close, but not all. King Nico, drink juice in the hell yeah. Calder wants a wrench too. Nah, never going to happen. Can't allow that. Don't answer you people. Cheer up, don't be blue. Oh, epic. Nice one, Megan. Nice one. Sure to open it over your keyboard or laptop. That's just rude. And I did. And it was safe. You'd be blue if it's playing with you, man. It just fell through. Did you not hear me rant about country music before, Older Baron? Riding a line. Prefer rum to vodka, so I like dark and stormy. Same thing as Moscow. You rum instead of vodka. Me and rum aren't great friends. Rum tends to result in me expelling it with extreme prejudice in the style of The Exorcist. Rum and I don't get along at all. At all. I used to say I expel rum violently, and then someone told me, like, it sounds like you're an angry drunk or you pick fights. I'm like, are you kidding? Look at me. I can't fight my way out of a wet paper bag. But no, not violent, but just, yeah. A visceral reaction is what we would say. Long as King Nico isn't a menace in South Central, he'll be fine. Agreed. Agreed. And that's how he's going to earn his wrench. The ginger mud at the bottom. Yes, Michaela, exactly. You've got to avoid the ginger mud. So invert and then revert. and then maybe invert again and then revert again. Inverting Bundaberg ginger beer. So I'm a true Bundaberg ginger beer aficionado. I mean, to be fair, it literally tells you to do it on the bottle. It says it like, hey, flip it over before you drink it, numbnuts. But nobody ever reads the instructions, do they? Because we're all idiots. So there's benefits. See, and probes have forgotten to do it because you don't read the label, probes. Ah! Name of the beer I'm drinking. It is not a beer. Well, it is a beer, but it's a ginger beer. It is Bundaberg Diet Ginger Beer. When you want ginger beer, but you don't want to be a fat prick. So it's got less sugar. But not heaps. Less sugar. But less sugar. It matters. Rivets goes to a lot of concerts. Rivets, you're always doing stuff. And you make me feel guilty for being a lazy turd. Not true. I went to a bunch of gigs last year for bands that I've seen before, but love. So, yeah. I waited all year for Ash Grunwald to come out, and he finally did. And then I saw him 2 nights in a row, which was great. Waited ages to see 1920 again after Blues Fest and got to see them again. It was a great show. Got to meet the band, have a chat with them, hang out, which is epic. Icy Hicks, of course. Got to see them. And Paul McDermott, if any of you are familiar with Paul McDermott of Doug Anthony All-Stars fame, I saw him perform just last week, actually, at the Adelaide Fringe Festival. Paul McDermott is a fucking legend and awesome. In the Soldiers Club too, eh? Damn right. Like president. No. Junior vice president. Do you roll your pale ale or do you just leave the sentiment at the bottom? Usually they're thrown to me. So yeah, sentiment's not too much of an issue. Because generally if I'm drinking pale, I'm in a camping chair in the middle of nowhere, someone's in the esky. I'm like, yo, and they just pitch it. But I'll only be drinking the pale ale once all the Hahn Premium Light is gone, which is on about day 2. And that's having rocked up with like 3 cartons of it for a 4-day camp. Bruce has abandoned us because he's a monster, but we knew that he's going to make himself rich. So epic stuff. Rubik's met a lot of bands too. Excellent. Great guitarist. Plenty of Tommy on YouTube. Yes. CK seen Tommy in person. So have I. Awesome. Better than Jimmy Page? I would say yes. Yes, he is. And I would wager Jimmy Page would probably say that Tommy Emmanuel is a better guitarist too. Desperately need to go to some concerts. Totally should. Eric Johnson, Cliffs of Dover Live. Eric Johnson is a freak. But yeah, Cliffs of Dover is nuts, and I remember trying to play it on Guitar Hero back in the day, which is not the same thing as playing it on a real guitar at all, but it was still fun. John Butler Trio Ocean at a live concert too. Yes. Him playing Ocean is just, there's a video of it on YouTube where he's playing it live. It's just him with like his pedals and loopers and stuff, and so good. Mason Williams, yep. Sent Tommy Emmanuel's video to some people in this chat, as you should, because he's excellent. Weird Al, I saw Weird Al play year before last. He came out and he wasn't doing his parody songs. They were all originals. Played Albuquerque, and I have not laughed that hard for that long for years. My ribs were aching. But me, it was funny. I love Weird Al. None of us deserve Weird Al. None of us. He's too good for this world. Duran, Tenacious D. We're not going to talk about Tenacious D. That broke my heart earlier this year. They were out here for a tour. Cage made a joke. Jables pulled the pin on the whole tour and threw Cage under the bus. It was like the first time they were coming out for 10 years to Australia, and they fucked off after 2 shows. And they were going to play here in Adelaide, had tickets to go and see them, and they canned it. Love Rage Cage, but Jables. Broke my heart. Broke my heart. Page was a pioneer, innovative as heck for his time, but has been far surpassed since. Nothing extra contribution. No, not at all. There were a lot of like brilliant guitarists back in the day, for sure. But I guess it's entirely subjective. Like what Jimmy Page does is completely different to what someone like Buckethead does, or like James Hetfield from Metallica, or dudes from Megadeth, or whatever. Slava Gregorian is a South Australian classical guitarist who is one of the best classical guitarists on the planet. But what he does is totally indifferent to what someone like Gary Clark Jr. or Kingfish does. I'm a big blues guy. I love blues guitarists. So at the moment, Gary Clark Jr. and Kingfish are like two of my favorite blues guitarists. But guys like Eric Gales, Joe Bonamassa, they're fantastic. The ladies from Larkin Poe are nuts. I met Derek Trucks last year and Susan Tedeschi at the airport after Blues Fest. That was awesome. I've got a photo of that. Derek and Trucks, slide guitarist, extraordinaire. I get sidetracked so easily. I've hit 3 hours. It's now 3 hours and 20 minutes because I can't shut the fuck up. Tori Hanse's in and couldn't sleep. Hi, Tori. You were in waiting earlier saying, I've got to go to bed. Welcome along. Good to have you in. See, I remember things. Never meet your heroes. I've met some of my heroes and had nothing but good experiences, but there are a few that I won't meet because I'm terrified of having a negative experience. Country music is one I can't stand. I've already said my piece. I'm not going over it again, but yeah, country music. Does my inner Jack Sparrow come out? A little bit from time to time. FPV. My old man was a keyboard and synthesizer player for what used to be the loudest pub band in Adelaide. FPV, shut up. Email me. FPV. It's in my about page on YouTube. I have some information for you about Planet. Email me, please. They played support for Sherbet. I know they did. Email me or hit me up on Discord. You'll find DP Debunks on Discord if that's easier. Yes. We're going to have a chat about that. I can't say why, but we're going to have a chat. Tommy Manual, fuel and classical gas. Hell yeah, CK. We don't read instructions because we don't like being told what to do. Well, I mean, that's because you're indoctrinated and think you know better than everybody else. What you should be doing is going to Nathan Oakley or Dearth or Hitler Dubé or Katsoid and friends. So you do know what to do, like how to get to the South Pole. Western music, human nature. If you're talking about the band, no. If you're talking about human nature, yeah, probably still no. Read WhatsApp sides after digging out my reading glasses. Yeah, don't bother. Someone will fill in the gaps. You can Google that shit. It's fine. You can Bing it. You can Bing that. I deal with people not knowing what car they drive or not knowing how to recycle all day. Yep. I don't even drive and I forget where I'm parked all the time. Did I have to part before Ryan Reynolds read for it? Hells to the no. Ryan Reynolds was born to play Deadpool and actively pursued getting a Deadpool movie made for years, from way back in the day when he was still on Two Guys, a Girl and a Pizza Place, the TV show. And rumors persist, and I'm pretty sure it's the case that between Ryan Reynolds and, god damn it, it's Tim something. Fuck, the guy who directed the first Deadpool movie. I'm pretty sure it was the two of them responsible for the leaked test footage for the Deadpool movie that got such a good reaction that Fox decided to pull the trigger. Lesson I learned in life was that thing you always talk about doing but never find the time or money. Find it before you lose that chance forever. Hell yes. That, and never trust a man who, when left alone in a room with a tea cozy, doesn't try it on. You know, it makes sense. Real men don't read or ask for directions. That's just nonsense. I think it's 110 for not versus it's probably, there's a lot of blue on my screen. We are over 3 hours. We are about to hit 3.5. Where are we at? Cruising down. Everyone's talking amongst themselves. Good to see. Everyone's getting along nicely. I'm accidentally clicking on names, but I don't need to click on those names because they're already mods. Like everybody else in chat. Tenacious D, it took a bunch of people to vote. I'm sure they did. Well, that didn't fucking work, did it? No. It's fine. I'm just upset. And I was really disappointed for you can Google it. The reasons why the tour got pulled. The joke that was made wasn't that bad. They've said far worse over the years. Yeah, it was just shit. And it was disappointing to not see them because I'd never seen them before. And now I will probably never get to see them again. So yeah, very disappointing. They have their reasons. Whatever. As good as Alan Holdsworth or Jeff Beck? Yep. Live performance will always be the best. And I say you can't download or copy the experience. No, even recording video is like, I record some videos at shows because I saw Kingfish play live and I was way up the back and I recorded a bunch of stuff primarily just because like I was here and what he's playing is amazing and I just want some way to jog my memory of how great this was. That's it. I've never recorded stuff at a show with the intent of like, I've got to get this out there because it's so good. Everybody's concert footage sucks balls and nobody else wants to see it. Don't show it to other people. Nobody cares. Even if they were there with you. They got their own. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I don't have a problem with people recording it. I do have a problem with people standing in front of me and holding their shit up recording it because I'm a short dude. If you're going to a concert and there's someone behind you who is shorter than you, step the fuck back or at least take off your hat. Especially if it's in a group, bro. Don't be a prick. Just let me see stuff. All right? Just like, you'd let kids go in front of you because they can't see or put them on your shoulders. No one offers to put me on their shoulders. What the hell? It'd be very sad. Anyway, Icy Spin wants more Tommy now. That should be a t-shirt. Buckethead is nuts. Yes. Lars Ulrich until he became a whiny bitch. Valid. CK loves Tedeschi Trucks band. I mean, that was so good at Blues Fest. Oh my God. It was... Rubik's craziest thing that happened was that time I was invited to a party with Duran Duran, but chickened out. So by chickened out, do you mean you ran? You ran from Duran? Dude, I apologize. How far behind? Tim Miller. Thank you, Tori Hanzo. Yes, Tim Miller. That kid, Tim Miller. He's going places. Where am I up to? There, moving down. Blondie puts on a good show too. System of Down. Hell yeah. Sherbet, as in how's that? Hell yeah. Daryl Braithwaite. Hey, probes. Horses. You're welcome. Get that out of your head. Allman Brothers Band. Yes. Agreed. Tommy is a legend. Hell yeah. Love Allman Brothers. Warren Hay. Messed about. Caught you out. How's that? Damn right. Heard mixed things about Ryan Reynolds as a person. I don't pay attention. He's Deadpool. Also being a crazy bugger. Agreed. Understands character in that the character is insane and a bit of a piece of shit. Actor from Marvel films is a sweetheart, Paul Rudd. Yes, and of course, as we all know, Paul Rudd is immortal and is clearly some sort of sorcerer or time traveler because the man does not age. But he's brilliant, and I love the Ant-Man movies because of Paul Rudd. He's great. 2012, when they took people to vote. Ah, okay, yeah. Okay, so it'd be fair to ask, like, well, what have they done for anyone lately? Nothing, except fuck me over with a concert. Megan, you know who loves being fisted? Sock puppets. Nailed it. I love the picture of Paul Rudd trick-or-treating where his daughter's gone as like Captain America or something and he's gone as Weird Al. Like, he's Ant-Man, but he didn't do trick-or-treating as Ant-Man. He did trick-or-treating as Weird Al. Yeah, and that's how you know Paul Rudd is good people. Dweezil Zapper. Yeah. Disturbed, zipping through. I'm trying to get caught up so at some point we can wrap up this stream. I'm so glad all of us here collectively are cheap ass people, because if I was doing the thing and copped like super chats like he does and tried to get through them all, I'd have to sit here for fucking days because you're all insane. But I much prefer having it free for nothing. It's great. But as you've seen, I go off on tangents and talk for too long and then I can't catch up on the chat. I know I don't have to read every message, Tori, but like I need to read every message to myself. And while I'm streaming, I'm very conscious of like dead air. And I know you're all keeping yourselves amused or removed, whatever you want to do. I'm not here to judge. But yeah, I'm in the habit of filling in dead space. And that's come from, speaking of going off on tangents, when I was streaming on Twitch, I was playing Football Manager. Inherently, for anyone trying to watch it, it's a very, very boring game. It's basically a graphical interface for a shit ton of spreadsheets because you're pretending to manage a soccer club. So it's all about players' stats and attributes and performance numbers and shots on target and shots missed and blah, 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 and making transfers and spending money and dealing with the board and blah, blah, blah. It's not exciting. So I'd stream that game for like a couple of hours, sometimes 6 hours. I think I did like a 12-hour stream at one point, maybe longer. And you got to keep talking the whole time. I don't stream Football Manager anymore, but I got into the habit of just filling dead air from that as much as possible because otherwise it's just boring. So yeah, I don't need to read every message. But since I started saying that in response to your message, there's probably been a bunch drop in. So I'll just, yeah. Anyway, moving on. But they don't watch the concert. They watch it later as uploads. And that's just sad. Very sad. Richie Blackmore. Richie Blackmore's cool. Moving on. Tyson Dog, give it a year. And the channel's 3-4 times bigger. Be there all night trying to read all the comments. Oh God. A year. I'm legit. Again, I spoke about this last night and earlier in the stream. This might be a good note to wrap things up on, just to reinforce, because some of you weren't able to be here last night for the test stream because I didn't announce it. So I spoke earlier about it freaking me out seeing all of you here in the chat, because I've been in chats with all of you for like the big creators. So it I see Spin called it. You're in the future too. Yeah, it freaks me out. But the fact that I went from absolutely nothing. This channel didn't exist back in January. It wasn't Bupkis. And to go from that to here with like 750 subscribers, a full chat twice from random streams with no plan. We're not reviewing videos. We're not even talking about flat earth or anything else. We're just talking bullshit basically. and I think everybody's having a good time. Yeah, it's just cool. It's cool as hell. And I dig all of you. We're not always going to agree on everything, and that's fine as long as we can all talk about it and just be respectful and remember that we're all just, at the end of the day, we're all people. And we can all connect on that level. Be excellent to each other is the point. That's it. That's all you got to do. Unless your name is Dearth or Catsoid or Oakley or Hitler G Bay or any of those guys. If you're a scammer and a grifter, and if you target vulnerable people and willfully spread misinformation and lies for your own benefit without any thought or consideration to the people buying into it, if you don't give a shit about your victims, if you create an app that leaks people's data and compromises their physical safety because you leaked their location, or compromise the safety of like crucial accounts like email or banking detail or something like that, then you don't get that consideration. And everything I do video wise on this channel is designed to expose you, let people know that you suck, and the end game is to bring you down. Not single-handedly, but that's what I want, and that's what I'm going for. So if you're in that camp, fuck you. You suck. For everybody here right now, you're all great. So you don't have to worry about that. Cool, my edibles kicked in. I'm enjoying this just like everybody else. About time. You got to take the edibles earlier before you get here, and then I don't have to worry about whether or not you're all good. Big Fish, 3.5 hours with no plan. I've sat through all of it. Something's working all right. Yeah, called as edibles. That's what's working. You must be transmitting to get through the internet. It's weird. FPV sent email with phone number. Cool. I'll probably email back because I don't do telephone. Sucks. Jaren had a good Dearth rant. I know. And it was really fun. I'd love to have a chat with Jaren just about Dearth. Not even online, but just like have a conversation with him. But I don't know Jaren at all. So probably not a thing. It'd be fucking weird. Hey, man. I don't know. You can be caught and talk about another guy I don't know that I'm tearing shreds off at the moment. Yeah, sure. Bullshit's my favorite kind of shit. It's the best. What else we got? Edibles, yes. I'm happy for you. Back guano, yes. Horse shit is pretty good too. What else we got? Keep saying last night's stream too. That was like 8 this morning. No, it was last night. God fucking damn it. It's not my fault. You're all cavemen living in the past. Get a real time zone. If you're gonna... Nope, I'm not going there. Don't get me fucking started. You're gonna go and rename whole geographical fucking features. You can fix your time zones and get on board. Or talk to NASA and get them to fix the sun simulator so we can all be like lit up at the same time. Can't be that hard. We've got 15 of them up there. Surely we can turn on more than one at once. We can do it for Will. Why not for us? Shit, I'm lying. I'm still like, I'm going to get in so much trouble. Sorry, y'all. Just look here. Look here. All right, good. Anyway, Mike's going to have to listen to me as he falls asleep. That's totally fair because I had the fast food simulator of you and Andy working at Asperger's Weinberger. That got me to sleep like 3 nights in a row. Not because it was boring as batshit. Just because it was funny and I was going to sleep giggling. It was great. Karen will be calling me shortly. Karen. No, she won't, because she never calls. That's the problem. Useless. You've got no sun, Tyson, because it's a sun simulator. That's the point. Right. We have hit 3 hours, 40 minutes. As tempting as it is to say, let's go for 4. I am going to wrap it up. This has been fun as hell. Thank you all for tuning in. I will play something at the end. What do we want? Do we want Juicebox King or no, to wrap it up, I'll play because yeah, I'm quite proud of it. We'll go with Dirty Money. Once again. Dirty Money. Have I tried texting? I know those words, but not in that order. It doesn't make any sense. It's confusing. Speak English, Rubik's. It's your accent. It's terrible. Again, thank you all for swinging by. You absolutely rock. This has been fun. New video, hopefully in the next 3 to 4 days, if I can get the Smega finished, is the plan. Top left is coming. Gross. Top left is happening soon. Possibly Tuesday. Videos will be out. Don't forget, down there. King Nico for top left. Right here. Boom. Do that shit. King Nico for top left all day long. We need your votes. We need to win. And when you see the video, you'll understand why King Nico absolutely should win top left 2025. No question. Game over. Stay tuned for that one. I'm going to bail. I will leave you with the dulcet tones of AI robots rapping about the man, the shit, the potato, Dearth himself, and his bullshit app. Until next time, folks, I shall see you next time. Be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught, and be excellent to each other. Peace out, homies. And also, I don't know. I just switched to this one for a second because I may have misclicked.
Yeah. Let's talk a fourth call.
Enjoy the song, people, and I will see you
There's a
around.
man selling lies and his name is Dirt. He's a liar and a scammer. He's just the worst. Human conspiracy says Earth is flat, while it's not believed your data. What's up with that? Dirty money flooding in real fast. Gotta keep grifting, talks out of his ass. Truth don't matter if the app cash flows. Another day, another sucker, man, that's how it goes. Download my app, yeah, he swears it's great, but it leaks like a sieve. Check your doors and gates, selling snake oil wisdom and shitty memes. But if you question him, he's running from the scene. Oh, to money on a bed of lies. Jury called him out, so he just cut ties. He's cool if the world knows where you live. He don't care about you, 0 fucks to give. He's got his mouth all twisted, claims NASA's fake, but showing real physics, and he hits the brakes. Don't ask for facts, don't check his math. Just give him your wallet, buy me walk this path. He says, trust me, bro, my app is fine, but there's unhashed passwords, damn, what a fine. He ain't sharing secrets, all his dirt is lame. A con man, douchebag, just playing the game. Oh, dirty money built on fear and doubt. He's just selling you nonsense and cashing out. Truth don't matter, don't ask him why. Flat Earth's just a business, he's milking the lie. Flat Earth app, though it uses the globe. Seriously, don't download it, but if you already did, data is already leaked. Get a refund and leave that shit. What the fuck, dude? Pull it. Don't download Dirt's app, don't believe a word he says. Earth is a scammer. Love Dave is a grifter. He's lying to you, screw Dirt, screw this guy. Hope he gets sued into oblivion. It sucks. Fuck you, Barrett, and fuck your app. Data looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking, con man, grifting, asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting asshole. Potato looking con man, grifting asshole.